walked back into familiar corridors, but today, distance has politely taken a backseat.
And if conversations have already started sounding like, do you remember? Don't worry, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Before we formally begin, a quick question. How many of you experienced something unusual and unexpected during the last hour?
A raised eyebrow, a surprised smile, and a quiet, how did that happen?
If yes, don't worry, you're not imagining things. You have just witnessed a glimpse and not the full story. We promise to reveal everything later this evening. For now, let the mystery sit comfortably with you.
This evening has been thoughtfully curated to engage three dimensions: the mind, the memory, and the sense of wonder.
While the sense of wonder will gently surprise you as the evening unfolds, the mind will take center stage first through conversations that go deeper than headlines, campaigns, or sound bites.
Our first session today, Between the Lines, is an invitation to slow down, to listen to what is not said loudly but understood deeply.
It celebrates and storytelling, forces that quietly shape leadership, advertising, culture, and institutions across generations and geographies.
At the heart of this session is a tribute to Piyush Pandey, not just the advertising icon we admire, but the human storyteller who reminded the world that great communication begins with empathy.
Through a thoughtful book review and a rich panel discussion, we explore ideas that transcend industry, ideas about creativity with conscience, leadership with humility, and impact with authenticity.
This is not a session meant to impress. It's a session meant to stay with you.
Without further ado, we begin our session Between the Lines, and we formally hand over the session to Mr. Advait Kurlekar, who will be taking the evening ahead.
Good evening. My name is Advait Kurlekar, and it's good to be here in the IMDR's Global Alumni Meet. At the outset, let me thank IMDR and the director Shikha Jain and all the faculty members for having us here to conduct our Between the Lines session today. As always, there are new faces in the crowd, so let me explain what is this all about. So, my colleague here is Eklavya Malhotra. Most of you know him, and we run a program called Between the Lines each month. It's a monthly, as all of you now know, it's a free and open for all program. Every month, normally, we identify a book that is a good book to read, and Eklavya presents a fantastic summary of the book. And depending on the topic of the book, we invite people from the industry, and I moderate a discussion on the topics emanating from the book. This time, given the occasion and what we've had, we have a very special in memoriam session. Incidentally, we've been doing this for some time now, so today is our 125th Between the Lines session. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you. So, as you know, it's in memory of, to pay tribute to and to celebrate the life and times and work of Piyush Pandey. And therefore, we have three very, very esteemed panelists here today, which you can see on the screen. Frankly, they don't need any introduction, but I'll come back to do a quick formal introduction. So that's what it is today. So Piyush had written a book called Pandemonium. It's a sort of a semi-autobiography come about his work in O&M. So Eklavya will talk about that book, and then I'll formally introduce the three panelists, have them on the stage, and I look forward to a fantastic discussion about Piyush and advertising industry in general. So thank you once again for coming out here as part of the alumni meet. For people who are not part of IMDR, thank you for coming for the Between the Lines session. Over to you, Eklavya.
Good evening, everyone. I know that I am actually standing between you and the three illustrious panelists, so I'll try to keep this short, hopefully sweet, like the Cadbury's that Piyush, introduced us to way back in the 80s and 90s. Long hair, somebody with a beard, wearing a black t-shirt, maybe a grayish jacket, and a hat. Sorry, that's you. Prahlad is the quintessential ad man, or as Lloyd would have us believe, the bad man of Indian advertising industry. But notwithstanding that, there was another luminary, Piyush Pandey, who came in and redefined the way we look at advertising, and bit by bit, piece by piece, shoot by shoot, he sold India back to the concept of advertising. And he did it in his most inimitable manner, the likes of which we've never seen since then. It's extremely tragic that we had to lose somebody like him to reignite the entire conversation about where the Indian advertising industry is headed and why it has stagnated over the last year. And it was in this context that Piyush had written his first book, which was called Pandemonium. And that book, like Advait mentioned, was a chronicle to the advertising industry, the early days where he first made his mark with the Chal Meri Luna moped ad that I'm sure we all vividly remember. And then he danced his way into the girl. And he never looked back since. He found a place in our homes with Asian, with the Asian paints, Har Ghar Kuch Kehta Hai. And before all of that, he actually brought us all together, unified us with Mile Sur Mera Tumhara. These are but a few of the ad films that are credited to Piyush Pandey, and a brief glimpse into the person that he was. To learn more, we actually have to delve deeper into the childhood, which was spent in Jaipur, being the 9 siblings. 7 sisters came before him, or as he puts it in the book, 7 mothers that he had, who took it upon themselves to shape the kind of person that he became. And in no small way, he also gives a lot of credit to his father, who used to work in the Rajasthan Cooperative Society, and who actually gave him those early days or early experiences into what the heartland or the hinterland or the real India is all about. He writes that his first taste of what the Indian people actually believe, or what is the ethos of India, came about when his father used to take him for his loan recovery or loan collection visits to far-flung villages within Rajasthan. And since he, as a small child, had nothing to do, he would end up playing with all the villagers' kids. He would eat what they were eating, he would play with them, he would sit with them, and he would also learn or absorb from them how they lived and what choices they had and how they made the most of those choices being dealt to them. So from this small town, there were experiences that shaped Piyush's worldview. One of the key things which he also writes about and which he recollects is the fact that his father would take him to the Ram Leela festival, which would be held in one of the large open grounds in Jaipur. And his father, not really being a bit on the taller side, would Piyush to be kept on top of his shoulders. He would be perched atop his father's shoulders, and then because Piyush, who actually had a vantage view of what was transpiring on stage, would proceed to give a 1.5-hour retelling of the Ram Leela to his father in his own style. So his father would listen to Ram Leela through Piyush, and that experiences were actually born. Took a turn when his father realized his son, who was gifted with the ability to spin a yarn, so he took it upon himself that when there was a school poem recitation competition, he taught him one of the very famous Hindi poems on Mirabai when she was asked to consume poison. And Piyush went up, spoke, or rather recited the poem in his own manner with all the right inflections, innotations and everything. And he did not even come back with a participation or a consolation prize. His father was heartbroken, Piyush equally so. But then they both realized in their post-mortem analysis that he was not to be blamed. The poem, in fact, was recited with so much elan that even the teachers could not really fathom what was being said. So Piyush's father went back to the drawing board, and when the next annual poem recitation competition came about, he taught his son one of those Hindi limerick poems which are recited in villages during the melas and fairs, which was basically about कि आगे कितने गधे, पीछे कितने गधे, देखो कितने गधे. And the poem got a resounding ovation from everybody, and he got the gold medal for the best poem recitation of the year. That was the first time he understood that you really need to know what the audience wants and you give it to them in that form. Don't try to overcomplicate things. Now, if we were to really get into when did he first understand or absorb advertising or communication in a larger sense, this probably came about when he would commute by trains and buses, as Prahlad was also just sharing with us a little while earlier. Piyush was a first-class cricketer, and I don't mean first class in a thumbs-up kind of a way. He was actually playing first-class Ranji Trophy cricket. He was the captain of the under-22 CK Naidu team for Delhi. He used to be the DU, university cricket captain while he was studying in St. Stephen's College in Delhi. And during those days, he would often commute for long hours by trains and buses. And he recounts one incident when he was traveling from Jaipur to Delhi. And I think this was probably the time when he was going for his admission to St. Stephen's. And he was getting admission over there in the sports quota. Not that he had very great marks to his credit. But one thing which he noticed is that for about a span of 15 to 20 kilometers, he was passing through some villages, and all he could notice was graffiti on the walls with only one word painted, which was Rishte, 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 Rishte. He had no choice but to absorb that word because it was there for 15 kilometers at a stretch. In between, it would be interspersed with these words, Ek baar milke to dekho. So he would either see the words Rishte or he would see Ek baar milke to dekho. And at the end of the 15-kilometer stretch, one entire village, the walls were painted with the graffiti of some matrimonial search person who was based out of Karol Bagh in Delhi. And his pitch was, Rishte hum banayenge, ek baar milke to dekho. And that's when he realized that this is the power of communication. That if you can keep somebody engaged long enough, it doesn't matter whether it's a 10-second reel, as is the case today, or like a long 3 or 4 minute ad film, maybe some of which we'll get an opportunity to see today. It does not matter as long as you keep somebody engaged and keep them wanting just a little bit more. That's what he realized is probably the crux of advertising. Keep them wanting for more and do not disrespect your audience by spoon-feeding everything. And that gets reiterated across the course of the book when he gives us an insight into some of his more memorable ad campaigns, where he often says that the only way to make somebody love your brand, and this is something which is a constant with Piyush. Prahlad, you're still in my vision, with that amazing look. But Piyush keeps on mentioning that you have to make the audience love your brand. And the only way in which you can do that is if emotion is at the center of your communication. So for him, the algorithm was all about touching your heart rather than doing anything else which was on the more intellectual side or complicating things when they didn't need to be. For instance, he gives the example of that now legendary Cadbury ad where the girl comes out after the boy hits a 6 and she dances her way through while munching or rather chomping down that Cadbury chocolate. That particular ad film, they took 14 takes of it, but after the first take, he and Mahesh Mathai just went and hugged each other and said, we've created something wonderful. And they were about to pack up when Piyush said, थोड़े और ले लेते हैं, क्या पता कुछ बाद में problem ना हो जाए. So they shot 13 more takes, but they refused to consider any of the others because they were so impressed with the very first take that they had done. Even the music, if you recollect, it was composed by Louis Banks and in conjunction with Piyush, of course, who had already made a name by having penned down the lyrics for Mile Sur Mera Tumhara, which is the ad film that he considers to be the greatest that he ever saw in his lifetime. That was made by his mentor, Suresh Malik. But he said that for this song also, he told Louis Banks after the first tune that he composed, I don't want to hear anything else. This came from the heart. I think this will reach the hearts of everyone. And it certainly did. To the extent that they were so convinced about their idea that when they were told that, do you want us to hire a choreographer for the girl to practice her dance moves, he flatly refused and said, there cannot be a choreographer, let her do whatever she wants to when she enters the field. We want to show human emotion, we do not want to show rehearsed emotion. So that's the kind of person that he was. And again, one of the most striking things about this book, and may I say the same holds true even for Prahlad's autobiography, these men are extremely overly generous to give credit to others. Even when nobody is asking them who else collaborated with them, who were the other minds. But that is one thing which clearly resonates among the stalwarts of Indian advertising industry. Piyush has given so much credit wherever he feels that somebody else needs to be mentioned or deserves to be actually, given some kind of a bite. He does not shy away from it. In fact, he says that the biggest problem which he sees with the advertising industry in general, it was the fact that people would not want to share their ideas. They would hold their ideas very close to their hearts because this was something very precious to them, and there was so much insecurity within the industry, especially within the creative minds, that the entire idea of being open with one another and building upon each other's ideas was actually blasphemous. And yet, he did not toe that line. And one of the examples which he gives to exemplify this particular trait of his is from the famous M-Seal ad, which I'm sure we all recollect with a lot of glee, the one in which there's a grandchild who is seated beside his grandfather who's on his deathbed, and he basically takes his hand and with the pen he ensures that he adds more zeros in favor of him like on the will document. And the original ad idea, which was actually developed by Piyush, in the end, the last scene was supposed to be that a drop of water falls from the roof and smudges the signature. At the last minute, some person, somebody else who was much junior to Prahlad, came up to him and said, I have a suggestion. Wouldn't it be funnier that instead of smudging the signature, if the drop of water were to fall on the digit 1 and all that he would be left with would just be zeros? So he's undervaluing himself in that manner. And Piyush did not bat an eyelid before saying, yes, absolutely, you've made it better than what I thought. Now that's somebody who is clearly very secure about his art, his craft, and his own standing in terms of where he's coming from and what he can contribute, and does not mind sharing the limelight, the spotlight, and what have you. So these are some of the things which again resonate through the book and through his life, that we have somebody who is willing to engage with people. In fact, it's surprising that an entire chapter of his book is actually called Training on Wheels. It is dedicated to the Indian Railways. Nobody probably holds the Indian Railways with so much high regard and fondness the way Piyush did. He says that the Indian Railways were basically his sort of stepping school into what advertising and communication is really all about, because that's where he observed human behavior. That's where he really understood what drives people's motivations, what makes them laugh, what makes them cry, what makes them sulk, what makes them grin, and all of those things he has amply vivified in his work during the course of a career spanning nearly 43 years. Now, all of this, of course, brings us to, the unfortunate demise of Piyush, and we've lost a stalwart of the industry, we've lost a living legend, as the case may be. But one thing is for sure, that as he himself told us, our memories will always remain with him. And like he penned it in the Fevicol ad, "Ye Fevicol ka jor hai, tootega nahi." That's what is going to be our lasting message. Somewhere up there, Piyush is making the gods chuckle one by one. And I think it's amazing that all of you have come out today in a tribute to him. I think it would also be very meaningful if some of us were to read some of his early life memoirs. And it's really important for us to understand the man behind the legend. And this book, Pandemonium, is one of those rare insights into what Piyush Pandey was all about. So without further ado, we'll get into the main feature of today's program, which is going to be the panel discussion. And leading into that, our panelists have very kindly compiled a few of Piyush's work, and we will just take a look at that before bringing them onto the stage. Thank you all so much. I'm Eklavya. Thank you for listening.
चुपचाप से कहता है कि अंदर इसमें कौन रहता है। छत बताती है ये किसका आसमान है, रंग कहते हैं किसका ये जहां है, कमरों में किसकी कल्पना झलकती है, इस फर्श पर नंगे पैर किसके बच्चे चलते हैं, कौन चुन चुन के इसे प्यार से सजाता है, कौन इस मकान में अपना घर बसाता है। हर घर चुपचाप से ये कहता है कि अंदर इसमें कौन रहता है। एशियन पेंट्स, क्योंकि हर घर कुछ कहता है। कुछ खास है हम सभी में, कुछ बात है हम सभी में, बात है खास है, कुछ स्वाद है, क्या स्वाद है जिंदगी में। कैडबरी स्टीयरिंग में असली स्वाद जिंदगी का।
शर्मा की दुल्हन जो ब्याह के आई, संग तू सीटर सोफा ले आई। पड़ गयो नाम सरमाइन का सोफा, हाय रे सरमाइन का सोफा। सरमाइन बहन का ब्याह कराइन, सोफा पे नवा कपड़ा चढ़ाइन। बन गयो वो भिसराइन का सोफा, हाय रे भिसराइन का सोफा। कलेक्टर बनेलू, सोफा पे रख जीनी चमड़ा चढ़ेलू। बनको कलेक्ट्राइन का सोफा, हाय रे कलेक्ट्राइन का सोफा। कलेक्टर की बिटिया लव मैरिज करेली, सोफा पे बंगाली किरमिट चढ़ेली। बनको वो बंगालन का सोफा, हाय रे बंगालन का सोफा। बारह घरों का प्यार निपटाओ, सोफा साठ का होने को आओ। देखी गंगा पार की शादी, देखी देश के कोई ब्याह कराए या न कराए, हाय पर सोफा बनाए तो दिल से बनाए।
मम्मी देखो मेरा न्यू बोल।
अरे दरवाजा खोल दे, कबाड़ी वाली होगी।
कबाड़ी वाली? पर ये सनग्लासेस, इयररिंग, बैग, सैंडल्स ये सब तो मेरे हैं।
है नहीं थे, टूट गए तो तूने तो फेंक दिए और मैंने चिपका लिए।
ओह नो।
ओ यस।
फेंको नहीं, जोड़ो, फेविक्विक।
Okay. So, thanks to Prahlad, we had this small review of what Piyush has done. So, without much ado, let me invite the great Prahlad Thakkar on stage. Like I said, he doesn't need any introduction. Joining him is Lloyd Theos. And of course, Ashwini Deshpande. So, Prahlad, I'll start with you. I know you and Piyush have worked for many years together. He was a very good friend of yours. But before we come to his work and the future of the story about him, if you can start with one incident, one line, one kind of film or whatever, one memory of him that has stuck in your mind.
You know, Piyush and we never worked together. We worked parallel to each other and we admired each other's work. And when people used to ask me, what kind of work would you actually like to do? And I'd say the kind of work that Piyush does, to be very honest. So, but there was a certain earthiness and originality in Piyush which belied his sophistication. And I realized his sophistication because when I was running the tea center in Bombay, in Bombay, in Churchgate, we had a tasting room for tea. And we had some of the finest teas in the world from India, all garden teas, not label teas. They were garden teas, they were second flush, first flush, third flush teas. And I got Piyush to actually come and do a tasting section for an audience. So where we introduced some of the 8 of the finest Darjeeling teas in India to an audience that was sitting there. And Piyush was unbelievable. He was so erudite. Now, tea tasting is like wine tasting. It's highly sophisticated. If you met Piyush, and did Yari Dosti with him, you would never believe that there was that part of sophistication in him, which was not just rough and ready or full of laughter or whatever. He was a very serious tea taster. He knew his teas backwards. The nuances, the flavors, the region where it came from, which garden it came from, what were the khubias of that particular garden, etc. So he was very surprising in the facets that he had. You know, so everybody looks at Piyush and says, okay, muchad, hasta zyada hai, you know, यहाँ काम बेहतरीन करता है. But actually, he had many, many facets. And a lot of us didn't realize those until we actually came in touch with firsthand.
And this is a totally unknown facet of Piyush so far, so thanks for sharing that. Ashwini, coming to you, your association with Piyush was through Prasoon, as I know. So, how did that happen? It must be with NID in Ahmedabad.
Yeah, so I think I'm the odd one out here because I didn't really get the opportunity to work with him. But his brother Prasoon was my senior at NID. And I think I'm going to take off from where you left. Let me just begin with that. So I didn't meet him at NID. We didn't visit Prasoon during our time. But I was interning in Lintas in '86, I think. Now the reason to say Lintas here is that Ogilvy was not as great or number one at that time as it became later because of him actually. So as an NIDian, I had the choice to work in any agency as an intern, but I chose Lintas because that had Alec Padamsi that time. And Piyush was not even in the creative field yet, he was still an accounts executive. I happened to go for a client, well as an intern I got taken for a client meeting at the library bar in President Hotel in Mumbai that time. Everything was very fascinating for me and I was finding myself a bit out of place as a very young creative person. Didn't know how these meetings go, I was nervous. I was trying to take notes and in the library bar there was just another couple at that time, there was nobody else. So there was this Lintas meeting with the client and there was a couple. And I looked at him and I said, hey, that's Prasoon's brother. So I sort of got this strange sense of comfort that, you know, I know somebody there. And he spotted us. He, of course, knew somebody from the Lintas team. He came over and then when he found out that I'm his brother's junior from NID, he said, "Aap yahan kya kar rahe ho? Chalo, udhar chalo." Not that I was doing anything important in the meeting. So he took me aside and he said, "Yahan ke brandy snaps khaye hain aapne?" So he was a connoisseur of so many things and he knew that, he probably sensed that I was nervous, I was feeling out of place and he was trying to make light of the situation. And he said, you come with me, let's taste these and then you can go back to the meeting, it's not so important, I can tell you. So I said, okay, let's do this. And then we sat and he actually explained what that brandy snap was all about. He's saying, see this, it's not a brandy, it's not a biscuit, it's something in between. You know, advertising is like that. It's neither art, nor marketing, nor anything serious, not statistics, not algorithms. And the word was not there that time, he said statistics. I think statistics. He said it's all of it and none of it. And if you learn to enjoy that, bahut maze hai.
So always in Hindi. In his Hindi, yeah, okay. Right, HP, Tata Docomo, Motorola, and then of course Pepsi. So was Pepsi your first kind of thing with Piyush, or was it earlier as well?
No, I think a lot of our work I did on Pepsi was actually with Prahlad. But you know, honestly, and you know, good to hear these comments. I think just want to take off from where Ashwini and Prahlad left. I think one joy of working with Piyush, and that was largely at Motorola, was the fact that he believed in simple solves, right? You know, many years in the business, all of us get deep into customer segmentation. Will this work for this audience? We get into a lot of complexity. And I think he was able to extract himself from the science of all this into a simple solve. Ye chalega, nahi chalega. Right? He would suddenly get an idea. I remember, call it strange times. I've been called at 6 in the morning. I'm not a morning person. Partner, ek idea. Right? And he would rattle out something crazy. So he was always thinking through solutions, and precisely what Prahlad said, the fact that he was such an eclectic person, tea tasting, playing cricket, deep passion for cinema, he loved his movies, he liked the good things in life, brandy schnapps. I think he connected these dots seamlessly, right? So whenever we got into a large complex problem saying, here's what we have, there is a 75% market share of Nokia, we are these small 10% market share players, how do we grow? We should quickly jump into a very simple solve and something that could cut through. And his entire objective was storytelling that even a 5-year-old should understand, but should engage. One of the lines he says repeatedly was, two of his favorite ones. One was, Putnam, front foot pe khelna hai, right? Always go for what you think, what your gut tells you. And the second, which he deeply believed in, always was, you have to reward a person watching your ad, right? Remember, it's an interruption. No one turns into his favorite TV show, his favorite soap to watch your ad. So that 30 seconds of time he's giving you is value. Entertain him. Tell him a story. Make him feel happy. Give him something of value. I think that's something that I think he did seamlessly, and it was a pleasure to and a privilege to watch him from close.
Sure. You interestingly mentioned partner, and I've read about it several times. What was this partner thing? Where did it come from? Was he always wanted to involve you in the creative process, and that's why partner, never a client-agency relationship?
Yeah, so I would say, and we saw this great set of TV spots that Piyush has done. I think in all of them you realize that all the brands, whether it was Asian Paints, Fevicol, Cadbury's, Vodafone is another classic, a lot of them, he built very deep relationships with his clients, right? It wasn't about this one campaign and I'll make my money and I'm out of here. It was, I want to see your brand succeed. I want to see your brand sell. I want people to like the advertising. I want people to like me, right? He had this one seamless kind of equation and therefore worked closely. And therefore, very soon you realize that everyone in the client organization, and I'd worked at various levels in marketing through my career, even the youngest brand manager would say, oh, Piyush is in the room, can I sneak in? I want to hear him talk, right? He was a celebrity at one level, but he also engaged with everyone, right? He would have a word with the security guard, he would have a little chat with the peon. So he was, in that sense, very egalitarian, right? He wore his star status lightly, but he actually loved life. Everything for him was a little journey which he picked on these little threads of life, right? The cab ride to the office, the little encounter with the guard. He was a smoker, he would sit and chat with people. But he wove and picked up little strands from every little nook and cranny of life. Which is why I think one of his big, his big contributions to advertising was that he brought a very deep cultural nuance, right? His advertising was things that every one of us noticed, right? The little story of us sofa, right? In most Indian households, it's like a pride position, right? Sharmaji ka sofa went from Sharmaji to Mishraji, who was collector, who then went to his son-in-law, who was a Bengali, and so on and so forth. I think these little nuances that across India, all of us from this broad swathe of middle class will understand, right? North India, South India, it's one of those little family heirlooms that we typically transfer. So he was able to pick up all his idioms from common stories of life. And therefore, they all resonated so well with audiences. And they always, each time you watch these commercials, you see a new meaning. And we've all seen them before, but each time you notice something new and something that makes you smile or makes you sad.
So I'll skip to Prahlad if you don't mind, just because I just remembered something. You did mention about this ad that we saw, Sharmaji and Iska Sofa and all. Prahlad and Ashwini mentioned Alik Padamsi, the god of advertising, as he liked to call himself, and many others did. Till then, I think advertising was all about English, unless you are good in English and convent educated, St. Stephen's kind of thing. And he changed the world.
He changed everything. There were 3 people who were instrumental in changing advertising from dreaming in English to dreaming in the vernacular. And the 3 people were Piyush first, then there was Kamlesh Pandey from Rediffusion, who also dreamt in, they were what was called the most valuable advertising animal in the firmament. They dreamt in 2 languages. So they never wrote in English and translated into Hindi. They wrote in English for English, and they wrote in Hindi for Hindi, and the twain met. So, I'll give you an example. For instance, it wasn't Piyush's example, but how copywriters were loaded with translations. Now, Alec wrote a line for Cherry Blossom, which is called "Something Special's Coming Your Way. Did you cherry blossom your shoes today?" And he gave it to Mr. Balwant Tandon, who was the Hindi copywriter, and said, "Isko translate karo." Balwant Tandon took one look at the line and said, "ये नहीं होने वाला, नामुमकिन है, ये अंग्रेजी का लाइन है, ये हिंदी का इसका ट्रांसलेशन नहीं है." तो इसे नहीं, इसको ट्रांसलेट करो वर्ड फॉर वर्ड. एलेक पद्म सिंह ने लाइन लिखी है, वो गॉड है, वो बहुत गुस्सा हो जाएगा. इसे ठीक है, मैं गुस्सा हो जाऊंगा. तो ही पैक्ड हिज डेस्क एंड वेंट होम, switched off his phone, took the phone off the hook. In those days there was no cell phone. So the client is screaming, मेरा हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन कहाँ है? अंग्रेजी तो ठीक है, पर हिंदी का कहाँ है? So they went to Balwant Tandon's house. Balwant Tandon is sitting there, sipping his tea and saying, मैं नहीं करने वाला. So it's a बेहुदा line. So they begged and pleaded. They said, "Please, आप कुछ तो लिखिए, ट्रांसलेट बस करिए कुछ." Balwant Tandon said, "Okay." He picked up a scribble pad and he wrote, "Chalte chalte kismat chamke." You remember that line? Okay. Now, it made Asman Zamin ka fark. So, what people like Piyush and Kamlesh brought to the table was that they wrote originally in Hindi for Hindi, and they wrote originally in English for English. And they were not the same. Whereas something special is coming your way, did you cherry blossom your shoes today? To chalte chalte kismat chamke. It means the same thing.
Lovely. Yeah. Ashwini, you run a 36-year-old firm, but I know that you have a lot of youngsters there. And in today's times, it's all about reels, short reels, attention span, etc. And here is Lloyd, who's mentioned about Piyush maintaining long-term relationships with clients and engaging with clients on a long-term basis. 13 takes, as we saw, kind of thing. In today's times, if Piyush were to sort of, I know it's been only 6 weeks, but if he were a 22-year-old today, how would he do that? Any ideas there?
It's a strange question because I have not seen him as a 22, but very close to it. I've probably seen him in his early 30s. I think his greatest thing was, and I don't think age changes that, was the curiosity and the belief that he could actually pick up something from everyone around him. I think his book also says that you don't need a Google, your family is your Google, or your extended family, or their friends and their family is your Google. So I think somebody who knew the joy and delight of learning from one's own surrounding and family and extended family, I think even if he was 22-year-old today, I think he would still do that. He would still not go with the AIs and Googles and so on, and I think he'll still learn from his
It's a
human
matter of,
beings than anything else.
it's a matter of what kind of education do you have? Is it a formal education? Because then you're limited. But if it's as informal as Piyush's was, which was varied interests, not just reading, but also traveling, also meeting people, interacting with chowkidars, interacting with everybody along the line, it was a part of his repertoire. And that is what makes a great advertising animal, is that you cut through the shit and the jargon and the algorithm and come to the chase. What is it that actually matters to the common man? What are you, because you can get so confused in all the semantics. Today we are full of semantics. You require that kind of vision to cut through the shit, as it's called.
So Lloyd, you mentioned Motorola. So this thing about English to Hindi and like Prahlad mentioned vernacular. And I remember Ashwini also going on Twitter in those days where you see an ad copy where they've thought in English and translated into a Marathi or a Hindi kind of thing. I know she's several such kind of thing. Now when this switch happened to Hindi or vernacular thanks to Piyush and then the industry followed, how would clients react to it, especially multinational clients?
Great question, Advait. And I have one very specific instance. So back to 2007-8 period, the Indian mobile phone market this was pre-Apple. It was largely Nokia, Motorola. And one of the challenges for tech companies like Motorola was that these are US, Chicago-based companies who see the world in their own light, right? So for them, the idea of, cool-looking phone is, a scene of a New York subway, people dressed in black and white, smart-looking boots, this, that, the other. And here we were trying to say that this kind of coolness doesn't connect with Indians, right? We don't get those black and white clear spaces. We are the way we are. We are like this only, right? A little dusty, people doing a little odd things. Coolness, and we were doing something with Abhishek Bachchan. And at this meeting, I remember Piyush, and we had a lot of our global team, and we cleared most of the stuff. He's brought out the fact that saying we cannot, like just mentioned, you cannot literally translate, take a global ad and shoot with an Indian movie star. It won't work. The idiom, the setting, the look, the feel, everything has to be seen from an Indian's perspective. A lot of these small things, right? So I remember in one of the spots, there's one where this young man has got a very fancy phone and his parents wonder how did he afford this stuff. And he says, no, I mean, it's available on easy EMI. And his father has this moment when he takes a little glucose biscuit and dips it in the chai and looks at his son saying, my God, this looks like an expensive phone. Hope you're not doing something wrong in the office. And a part of that biscuit gets soggy and falls back into that cup of chai. Those little nuances that people pick up and say, oh my God, this is that crazy moment. He would love doing that. And I would just take one more moment saying that, as Ashwini said, he also drew a lot of incidents from life. One incident that his brother Prasoon told me was there was a lovely SBI Life commercial. And we'll ask Professor Shetty to play it. It's a second ad. It's about an old couple discovering the joy of Valentine's Day, right? And the old man gets a little excited, right? His pension's good. He's planned his life insurance well, and he wants to give his wife, obviously they're both in their 70s, a diamond ring. She's looking, saying that the old man's gone nuts. What's wrong with you, kind of thing. And there was this line that she says, which actually was when Prasoon and Piyush, both doing very well in their careers, decided to present their mother with a ring, or a diamond ring, and maybe in her 75th birthday or so. And she said, like, what's wrong with you guys? Get a life. I don't go out. I don't need this kind of stuff. And it seems Piyush spontaneously said, "Heere ko kya pata tumhari umar." Right? So that line actually was used in this spot. If you can just see this SBI spot, please.
Beautiful ad.
हीरे को क्या पता है
इसी को तुम अखबार में छुप छुप कर देख रही थी ना? हाँ, क्यों? देखो, मैं लिया। पागल तो नहीं हो गए? कितने के हैं? अरे कुछ भी नहीं। नहीं, लौटा। ये अब बहुत शुभ दिन है, वो वैलेंटाइंस डे। इसलिए जो लोग प्यार करते हैं ना, एक दूसरे को कुछ न कुछ देते हैं। अब इस उम्र में कहाँ पहनूंगी हीरा? अरे हीरे को क्या पता तुम्हारी उम्र?
SBI लाइफ इंश्योरेंस की लाइफ लॉन्ग पेंशन्स, ताकि प्यार के बीच पैसों की कमी ना आए।
So, you mentioned curiosity and, obviously multi-talented that he was, the tea testing part was new. Now, today's times, and she mentioned about science and arts and things like that. So today's times, advertising means doing a lot of research, then coming with your creative. Did he follow any of these rules, or it was just...
Not at all. He is very intuitive. And you see, this is what people lack today. If they don't believe in the gut. See, what is your gut? Your gut is your experience, your sum total of your experience of life. And through that experience filter, you actually know intuitively, ये दौड़ेगा, ये बैठेगा. Piyush had a very amazing intuition about क्या दौड़ेगा, क्या नहीं दौड़ेगा. And because he had such an interesting, varied life of his own, for which he should, if he was alive, he should have written another book about the experiences of his life, not just about advertising and his professionalism. But what made his work relevant was the way he lived his life. And that is my answer to all the kids today who say, what will it take to be a Piyush Pandey? Is to live his life.
But Ashwini, live by your gut, go by your gut is what Prahlad is recommending. But what do other lesser mortals do? How would you, as an agency in the creative field, if you go and say, no, this is all gut, we have not done research, in today's times, will it be acceptable?
So I think he's very much with the times, and I think though he's not here today, he was working right till his last day. I remember Prasoon telling us that don't ever mention the word focus groups in front of Piyush, because he used to believe it's the most unfocused world out there. And he was quite right. I mean, we have seen, I think we've seen many focus groups being really pointless. I absolutely agree with Prahlad. We have to live our life. We have to look around. We have to look above our phones. You have to live, experience everything, look above our phones, and not just doom scroll. I think that's it.
Any thoughts on this, Lloyd?
Yeah, just add one.
What I want to say is, when today people ask this question, what advice would you give to youngsters? So go out and fall in love. It's the most exhilarating, most painful, most learning experience you'll ever have in your life.
Yes, indeed. We'll have another day for that. Yeah, Lloyd.
Yeah, so just to add to the points made by both, I think clearly the fact that he wove so much out of his life, and one of the lessons that he leaves behind in his legacy, besides a great body of work, is that life is lived outdoors, right? It's not the moments you spend with focus groups, reading research reports, talking to your retailers, all that is important. But going out to the marketplace, seeing real consumers use your product, hearing the call center when somebody's bought an expensive machine and he's screaming that your service is pathetic. I think those are things that he kept weaving into his communication. The importance of living your life out there, right? All of us at various stages of our life, we slowly get very inwardly focused. We live in little echo chambers, people of our same backgrounds, similar colonies. You know, a lot of our friends and people resemble us, right? Psychographically, they're the same kind of people. I think he broke through this effortlessly. One was his social mix, his kind of Jaipur upbringing. He never let Stevens come in the way. He always was equally comfortable with, a panwala, talking to a guy on the street. So he never pegged himself at a certain social class. And he believes, rightly, and he was a great patriot, that India was the ultimate learning ground. Very often he used to tell a lot of his advertising colleagues, and I remember telling some of our clients as well, saying the best thing your sales guys can do in the first few years is go out to the market and take train journeys. Those little, like the Indian Railways, the little time you spend stations talking to people, you observe of what a lot of real India is, right? And specifically, as Ashwini rightly pointed out, doom scrolling, right? In Instagram, we see everyone's best lives, right? Holidaying, doing good stuff, looking great, etc. I think there's a whole world out there outside of that 5-minute snapshot of Instagram that's living a normal life. And the more we can pick from them, the better is we get in whatever we do, whether it's advertising or generally whatever work streams that we follow.
So, interesting question that came in my mind. Would Piyush have done equally well if you would have a client in luxury space?
I think so, because he never let a category define his advertising, right? I mean, it would still be, I'm surely appealing to a class audience, but not necessarily in a cold, antiseptic way, the way the West views it, right? So classiness doesn't necessarily have to be viewed within the prism of a 5-star Oberoi hotel, right? You can be classy in your own way, moving out of those domains. And I think he effortlessly managed that. Simple solves, right? Playing from the front foot. He always looked at why should class be defined only in terms of 5-star comfort or people dressed elegantly? You can be poor, but you can still have an element of class. I think that's something that he
could still have done that. Ashwini, now you've been jury and jury chair in many international festivals. Now, does this Indianness in Indian creative field, advertising or for that matter design, does it gel well with the global audience today, or they don't understand what we're saying? I mean, would they have understood any of this ads that we saw?
I think apparently they did, because those went on to win so many awards. But I would give some of that credit to, I think Piyush was one of the first Cannes jury presidents from Asia, not just India. And I think what he brought into the room is that he would make sure that if there is an advertisement from some part of the world, whoever in the jury is closest to that geography, he would take their opinion. And I've seen that while he was a jury president. And I think that's a practice that probably he brought into the jury rooms, because prior to that, the jury rooms primarily were from the Western world. And they definitely did not understand the nuances of the Asian culture, or the, the Mexican, the Argentinians, and all kinds of cultures which have these very interesting small backstories. I think Piyush brought a sensitivity to that in the jury rooms. And that's something that I have personally learned from him as well, that if I'm in a jury room and I don't understand what's being said in the ad, make sure you reach out to somebody either in this jury room or the next jury room and try and find that out. I think he brought that respect. I don't think anybody talked about culture before that, and he brought that in.
Prahlad, while we are talking of Piyush, and of course everybody is talking in great respect as it should be, there would have been instances, in his creative process where something didn't click. So how does the creative person sort of reconcile with this, that it doesn't work? You mentioned about
all our lives, there are many moments where what we intend to do and what actually happens doesn't happen. And how do you deal with it? Well, Piyush had a different way of dealing with it. He actually learned from it and moved on. I was in complete denial, as a contrast. I pretended I never made it. Because I was so embarrassed by the end result, that it had actually fallen flat on its face, that I repeated to myself 500 times, I never made this film. And after a while, it became hakikat. I actually believed I never made it. So, you also learn from the fact that you go through major pain. It was cringeworthy. Every time I watch a commercial that I didn't like of my own, I used to hide behind a coat, watch it through a buttonhole. Like I was watching Psycho when I was a kid. But how to live with it? Now, Piyush actually managed to move on by learning from it. I never learned from it. I just swore I'd never do anything like that again. But I didn't want to own it. I just blankly refused that I had anything to do with it. This is a client's film. Mera nahi hai.
Lloyd, what has been your experience?
So I'll just add a little point to this in just one perspective. I think one of his creative releases, and he told this to me, he said that you brand guys, you business guys are so focused ki apna logo bada karo, hold my pack shot, show them plugging a drink. He said, take it easy. A lot of people don't come to see your pack shot, your logo size, just come to be entertained. And he said his way out was that he gets quite tired working for you business and brands. He said he always used to push us to do something social. He said, kuch karte hain, let's do something social. So he had a deep social conscience, and 3 very famous spots. One was, he was closely involved. He created the polio campaign, right? And I remember his whole brief. It was not written by him, it was written by a guy called Ajay Gehlot, who was his creative head in the north, because he wanted someone, a Hindi writer. He said basically, he called Ajay apparently at midnight one day. Ajay was 3 drinks down, and he said, Ajay, yaar, Bachchan saab ko angry old man banana hai. Right? Angry young man ka zamana gaya, we need to make him angry. Dantna chahiye. He should be screaming at Indians saying, what the hell are you guys doing not having your kid get those 2 boon? The polio campaign that ran in that period. And that whole campaign was really, Mr. Bachchan really looking, snarling and telling the audience that, for God's sake, get your kid to have those 2 boon, right? 2 boon zindagi ke. That campaign was huge, ran for 5 years and, really helped.
Eradicated polio in this country.
Absolutely.
Actually.
So it was his, helped eradicate. It was really a concept. So he would think through ideas of companies and brands that he had no business thinking about and say, I think that's a great idea. I'm going to request the team to just play two great commercials. Ironically, both were proposed by him. One was for the Times of India and one was for the Hindu. Both these are absolute social masterpieces, right? One was about how pathetically our parliamentarians behave, right? Just, what parliament is on. And we're seeing it live pretty much play out these days. And the other was about the maze that is Indian bureaucracy, right? You go to a Sarkari office, how you go through it, right? So both these are entirely his ideas. The idea was just to pass a comment about what's wrong with our country, and he felt strongly about it. So the first is the spot called the Hindu. It's called the Hindu. It's about the classroom, the Hindu classroom, right? So here he just a nice comment about how our parliament behaves.
Based on all political issues. So, today we'll have a political discussion on Rural Development Bill. Those on my left will speak in favor of the motion and those on my right will speak against it. And I want proper parliamentary behavior. So let's start.
Thank you, Professor. Since 1960, we are trying to pass the bill for the rural development. And the structure of the bill is...
strongly about this ad. He wrote to all his clients and others saying that, can you guys deal with a lot of big MPs, ministers, can you send this to all of them, right? And this was very powerful. The other was another one which he did for Times of India, right? And this is an interesting part about sometimes how frustrating dealing with the bureaucracy can be.
Excuse me, ये मेरी पेंशन की फाइल कहाँ जमा करनी है जरा बताएंगे? हॉकी का प्रदर्शन तेजी से ड्रिबल करते हुए पहुंचे सेंटर लाइन पर बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से इंटरसेप्ट किया धर्मपाल ने डिफ्लेक्ट कर दिया सुखविंदर के पास सुखविंदर ने पास किया बलविंदर ने हल्के से पुश कर दिया मोहम्मद शाहिद ने गेंद को संभाला और स्कूप कर दिया बरकत के पास गेंद पहुंची और उन्होंने रिडायरेक्ट कर दिया गुरमीत के पास लेकिन जिस तरीके से उन्होंने क्लोज टैकल कर दिया ये इंफ्रिंजमेंट का इशारा फिर एक बार गेंद का पोजीशन लेते हुए लेफ्ट फ्लैंक से आक्रमण 25 गज लाइन को पार किया बेहतरीन टर्न ये टीम में प्रवेश लेकिन डिफेंडर ने क्लियर कर दिया साइड लाइन के बाहर और ना उम्मीद होकर उन्हें तेजी के साथ लौटा पड़ा मिडफील्ड में गेंद पहुंची सुरजीत के पास सुरजीत ने समझदारी के साथ पास कर दिया हरजीत ने गेंद को टटोला और अक्रॉस द फील्ड स्वीप कर दिया राजेंद्र ने बिना देखे स्कूप कर दिया यादव के पास लेकिन यादव मौका चूके गेंद पहुंची पिल्ले के पास पिल्ले ने हल्के से पुश कर दिया कैप्टन के पास कैप्टन ने गेंद को संभाला हल्का फुल्का ड्रिबल गेंद को धीमा करने की कोशिश टाइम वेस्टिंग टेक्निक और ये रेफरी का इशारा और पूरी बार पूरे जोश के साथ राइट फ्लैंक से आक्रमण ड्रिबल करते हुए सेंटर लाइन को पार किया ये शानदार मूव ये टी की तरफ उड़ गया ये टी में प्रवेश और डिफेंडर ने टैकल करने की कोशिश रेफरी ने इंटरवीन किया प्लेयर्स के बीच में गर्मागर्मी माहौल तनावपूर्ण पता नहीं क्या होने वाला है ये कार्ड्स की अपील ये ग्रीन कार्ड निकल आए और ये पेनल्टी कॉर्नर ये कॉर्नर से पुश ये क्विक कलेक्ट ये क्विक रिलीज और गोल भारत जीत गया व्हाट अ गेम मजा आया नहीं
So again, using an idiom a lot of us will be familiar, Jasdev Singh's commentary, a typical hockey game, just how files get pushed all around, and obviously a little message about corruption towards the end.
But as normal people, we just see the the end product. You worked with him. Can you take us through the creative process, the highs and lows, the frustrations?
I think Prahlad can chip in, but I think essentially as a client and many years working with some of these creative grades, I think it's very often important to remember that your vision of your product, spending years in a company and seeing the manufacturing and seeing your sales guys, tends to get very myopic, right? You're so busy trying to keep the sales register going. And very often you realize that the moment you let it go into the creative field, you have to give some shoot, right? You've got to walk away, right? Then your job is how to defend the creative with your your senior people. And oftentimes, I see a lot of clients, I've been guilty of it myself in the past, that you want to be involved in every step. I don't see the world like a Prahlad does. I don't see the world like a Piyush did. I don't see the world like Ashwini does in her own world of design. I need to recognize that she brings a skill, a perspective, a design aesthetic that is way beyond my pay grade, right? I may be good in sales and doing whatever nonsense I do, and so on. I think the recognition that you've got to let go and give it to people who can, and let it flow sometimes. The more you tend to be, kind of ring fencing your little product, I think you tend to lose a lot of it. So I believe the good clients and some of the people who've backed this kind of work really believe that here's a guy who knows his business. I just need to give him a broad brief. I need to tell him what I want to achieve and then let him flow. And that, to my mind, is an essence.
The main thing that people like Piyush and Prasoon and me and, all the creative people want eventually or try and cultivate with the client is trust. Because as long as the client doesn't trust you, he's going to sit on your shoulder and at every opportunity piss into your ear. Okay? So, if there's a relationship, which what Piyush was brilliant at, he created a playing field for himself by actually becoming friends with the client, who then turned out and trusted him implicitly. Like Pidilite. Pidilite is not ever going to go on a holiday without Piyush's family with him. They go on holidays together. I mean, that's the kind of relationship that we had. That's the kind of relationship I had with Pepsi. Was that there was this implicit trust that it was a shared ownership. That it wasn't that I'm the client and you're the agency. That we share the responsibility. We feel equally. We equally own the brand. And only then will you be ever allowed to actually have the latitude to be able to create great stuff. And that is what is missing today.
Sure, sure. Ashwini, again, talking of client-agency relationship, trust, of course, is a very important part. But from a creative process, there will always be some non-negotiables. What could those be, and how do you sort of manage the non-negotiables when the client is implicitly trusting you?
So if I were to take his context, or if I were to take even any creative person's context, I think trust, it's not just trust, but it's like something what Lloyd said, there are paths where you need to let go, and there are paths where you need to really hold on. And there are people who would hold on to a part of the process, and there are other people who would hold on to the other part of it. So what is really important then in the process is that you need to have a long circle of people you trust, and that long circle of people who know what is it that they are bringing to the table, what is the part that they have to hold on to really dearly, and what is the part where they have to let go to the creative team. And I think that is everybody's dream, right? So I think to some degree, or to a large degree, Piyush managed to show us how it can be done, because he did creatives like the Pidilite. I mean, there is no back shot, there is no word spoken, there is no big brand logo, and it worked. It's a fantastic brand built for centuries, I guess. So it's an inspiration to see how he managed to create that circle, and a client goes on a holiday with you or brings you for their kids' weddings. I think there are many stories, such stories in the book as well, where the client would ask Piyush if they can they can take leave, or Piyush would ask the client if he can go on leave. That's partner, I think. That's really the partnership, and that's how a great creative can be born. I'm so glad that both of you have been part of those things with Piyush as well.
That word partner comes from cricket actually. Because it's the other chap on the other side, and you have an understanding that when you're running between wickets, you don't bang into each other.
That's true. That's true. So, like Ashwini mentioned about this circle of trust, and of course, but sometimes it's often said that such great people, it's very difficult for them to work in a team. How do such people manage to work with a team? Because it's always, I'm sure there are other people also, even in O&M, who were kind of thing, and like actually mentioned, it's written in the book that these people are okay sharing credit. But how do such people, including Piyush, work in teams?
Great question, Advait. I think essentially when you work with superstars, right, I think it's always difficult. And I've known a lot of the creative team in Ogilvy and the servicing and the planning people. I think in his specific context, I would say that Piyush was always happy to share credit, right? There were lots of spots that he wrote, but he always made it a team effort. And there were spots that he did not write that he got credit for. And he was very upfront about it, saying, boss, I'm just a cheerleader. Right? He used to always tell people that he's the cheerleader on the Zuzus. Right? All of you remember the classic Vodafone Zuzu spots, right? They were minimalistic, simple, and the team worked on it. He saw it, he loved it. He was a great champion. He sold it hard to the Vodafone guys. They used versions of it globally. But I think the ability of not being, he was not insecure creatively at all, understandably. But he was very clear that he had to build teams who could do it. Right? He wanted to be a senior statesman and a mentor, which he did towards the end, but he always was excited about the creative process. So even as he got promoted and became chairman of Ogilvy India and global chief creative officer, he said that his joy was in the creative craft, writing a spot, working the creative, and his real legacy was he would empower the teams. I think therefore the power of great leaders is really the ability to make the team feel like winners, not be the winner themselves. As Ashwini said rightly in the late 80s, the sweepstakes was J. Walter Thompson, Lintas, and Ogilvy was 3. And over time, in his own effortless way, he propelled Ogilvy into a industry-leading status. And Ogilvy India became the jewel in the crown of Ogilvy worldwide.
So now let me take this question to the industry per se beyond Piyush now. Piyush obviously worked in an era, most of his work was in what they call long form. Today's times, digital, reels, etc., how do creative people take it? How do you adapt yourself to do what you want to say but in 5 seconds?
You follow Piyush's what you call basic dictum. And his dictum was just 3 words. Content, content, content. And the fact is that if you can't tell a story, then you don't have engagement. If you don't have engagement, why 10 seconds? Even 5 seconds is too little. But if you have engagement, you can be 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 hours, 1 hour. You have engagement. You mean to say kids don't watch feature films? You mean to say they don't watch long-term serials? They watch because they're engaged. Because the content is fabulous. It's beautifully written, it's well performed, it's well acted, and so they're engaged. You have a 5-second commercial which is complete rubbish. They'll turn and say, what is this rubbish? They don't have the time for being polite. This generation does not have the time to be polite. So, by your own inadequacy, don't pass the buck onto the consumer. By turning around and saying, oh, aajkal attention span is 5 seconds. So you have to do a commercial in 5 seconds. That is rubbish. That is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard.
But if unfortunately it is true, how do you manage with that?
No, just tell a good story. It doesn't matter how long it is. Like Amit Sharma, today, I consider Amit Sharma one of the best directors in the advertising area. He turned around and said, this is how long it will take. You asked me to make a 40-second commercial, I tried, it didn't work, but it's working at 1 minute. Take it or leave it.
I can just step in here and, I think...
Yeah, I was just about to say, Dhurandhar, the latest film, I believe is very long and it's just a first part 1.
No, so I'll just say 2 things. I think one, I think you're right. I think a lot of mature brand managers, they're all chasing, deliver in 5 seconds, just scream product offer. I think you recognize that real businesses are built with some degree of emotional resonance. You cannot just, keep doing these 5-second back shots and expect brands will be built. Right? I think therefore to have the courage of a CMO or a business leader to actually tell the business that it cannot be that. Having said which, I think you can turn out smart creatives in shorter duration as well. But the reason I wanted to butt in here was that one of the world's iconic digital companies, the top 5 or what do we call it, Google. And one of the ads that apparently Mr. Pichai placed to all his global visitors and even showed the Prime Minister was a Piyush ad on the Google search. Now this is way back in time, and Google had a 3-point brief. It was a digital company, but we need to get more absorption. We want people to use Google as the primary point of search, right? Now it's a verb right now. We also want people to use maps to find location, right? They had a whole bunch of these small things. They also wanted, this is pre-AI, how can people use Google to find where to get visas and such like, right? That was the long brief. And he did what I think was his best piece of creative, which is this a spot called Google Reunion. right? It's about this little young girl, I think a 17 or so, and her interactions with her grandfather, who suddenly waxes eloquent and remembers his day in Lahore and such like. It's the ultimate tribute to a filmmaker, and we've got another great sitting here, Prahlad, is that how do these guys in 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or in this case 2 minutes, can tell a story that can entertain you, make your day, or make people cry, right? You know, Piyush used to always tell me that this spot worked because everyone saw it and people would get moist in the eye. And apparently, Sundar Pichai says the same. He shows it to people from diverse nationalities in Google Plex, his headquarters, and everyone comes out moist-eyed. So this is a spot that requires 2 minutes of good attention, but it's worth every minute of your while.
My favorite ad.
ये मैं, ये यूसुफ लौटे यार से मेरा। लाहौर में हमारे घर के सामने एक बड़ा बाग था। उस बाग का गेट बाबा आदम ने लगवाने। रोज शाम को हमने वहाँ पतंगे उड़ानी और उसके बाद जाके यूसुफ की दुकान से जजरिया चुरा के खानी।
जजरिया?
मेरा साहब नमस्ते। नमस्ते, मेरी पोती मुंबई वाली।
नमस्ते।
फांदे छोटी छोटी मीठी चोरी गांठ लेके बांधे।
हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
फासिल स्वीट्स?
हाँ जी। दादाजान, दिल्ली से किसी की कॉल है।
हेलो,
यूसुफ अंकल?
कौन?
जी मैं सुमन बोल रही हूँ दिल्ली से, आपके बचपन के दोस्त बलदेव जी की पोती। याद है बचपन में आप दोनों जजरिया चुरा के खाते थे?
बचपन की तंग गली फिर से कूद फांदे छोटी छोटी मीठी चोरी गांठ लेके बांधे। एक पतंग सा उड़ता था परिंदों की तरह, परिंदों की तरह, परिंदों की तरह। एक दौर था मन मन मोर था, एक दौर था मन मन मोर था।
पार्टीशन के वक्त हम रातों रात हिंदुस्तान आ गए।
दादू?
यूसुफ थी, बड़ी आजादी।
कागजों की कश्तियों में डूबा रहता था, झांकती खिड़कियों में उलझा रहता था। वो भी क्या दौर था, मन पे न जोर था। एक दौर था मन मन मोर था, एक दौर था मन मन मोर था।
भैया थोड़ा जल्दी।
हाँ जी, कौन? हैप्पी बर्थडे यारा। यूसुफ ओए, यूसुफ बल्लू ओए, यूसुफ यार। Wow. Yeah, no wonder. So you know, in your answer you said this was pre-AI. Now, what is AI doing to the creative world?
I think clearly AI is a significant challenge ahead, but it's also an opportunity. Challenge in the sense a lot of small businesses, and I work closely with startups, Recognize that you don't need to hire expensive creative people, you don't need to do huge filmmakers. You can make a film sitting in your office out of your own suite of editing. So I think that is clearly a change. But I think AI has a long way to go before it tells a story that touches emotional chords. Something that makes you laugh, that makes you, the real human touch, I think will take a long time for AI to replicate. Right? I think finally we are lived experiences. As humans, we are the summation of lived experiences. I think irrespective of how smart algorithms get, I think it will be a while before AI can disrupt the entire process. But yes, there are going to be significant disruptions. And as humans, we will roll with the tide. 30 years back, if any of us sitting here would tell us that, we live our lives out of our mobile phone, you can do everything, would have been a bit of a joke, right? Today, here we are. So I think there will be changes. It will be faster than we expect. But real human experiences won't go anywhere in a hurry.
Ashwini, how have you changed?
So I think AI is not really the threat, but the threat is people not living their life. Not looking out of their screens and actually experiencing emotions, relationships, establishing something new, experiencing something new. I think AI is not really the threat. The threat is that we don't live the other part of our world. We only live the tech part of our life, and as long as there is, like Lloyd said, there is storytelling of real nuances, real life. It's probably actually just, in fact, it's a boon, because the parts that don't need to be done by human skills, if they can be done faster, then you can tell many more stories, as long as you have interesting stories to tell.
Back to content.
See, what AI is a cut and paste. It's a very sophisticated cut and paste job. It does not create anything original. It just remembers what has already been programmed for and replicates it in different ways and means. And you can say the same story multiple ways, but it's the same story at the end of it. Now, what AI is doing today, what people are doing with it, because it's so convenient and it's so cheap to actually do, is that everybody jumping on the bandwagon and using AI for stuff that it isn't meant for. It is meant to take away the drudgery. It is not meant to actually be cutting edge, to be very honest. It can take away you can do great graphics, you can do great images, but you must be very clear as to what you have visualized, not what AI has visualized. The creator, whoever is using AI, has to be very, very good. Now, today we have another whole lot of people who are called prompters. All they're doing is telling AI, not like this, take the nuance, take that thing away. But those are also creators. Because to be a good prompter, you have to be a good creator. You have to see the image in your mind, and then you have to tell AI, can you recreate this? And AI does so, and it's Unis Bees. And you turn around and prompt it and say, no, it's not exactly like this, it's more or less correct, but take it to the next level. Okay? Now, which means that anybody who is not creative will just produce garbage on AI. And the name of the game today is that if you look at colleges and things where you have resumes and vivas and exercises, the professor is so adept now, he doesn't do anything. So if it becomes so easy to recognize the chap of AI on something that is pretending to be creative, then in itself that whole exercise fails.
Ashwini, what part of the creative process AI is a threat?
I think he used the right word, the drudgery part, really. I think that's really it.
How would you react if your agency comes with some AI generated largely kind of thing? Would you take it kindly, or would you say, then do I need an agency?
I think one is fairly open. You recognize that today AI can do a lot of part of the drudgery, and sometimes also things that are beyond human comprehension. I mean, just to broad base the discussion, I'm told that doctors who spend a lifetime looking at images sometimes get it wrong, right? Whereas AI now seeing billions of images is least likely to get it wrong, right? So, I mean, issues that sort. So there are issues where AI can outdo humans because it is, I mean, just the power of stuff. But when it comes to, like I said, real life interventions, I think that's where AI will come. So one will have to be accepting the fact. And also the things that AI can do. I mean, what AI is already doing today is that, and for any creative person, is that today you can tweak the same creative so that 10 of us see 10 different images. Ashwini will see something that's maybe more up to her tune. The same creative spot can be tweaked just that wee bit, saying that here's a female, this is what she may like, to more empathy in her eye. For him, it might be something slightly more sleazy, if I could say so, or whatever.
Sleazy is the right word.
Sleazy is the right word.
Bordering on porn.
Okay, so I just took the liberty of yeah, but so it can actually tweak it just about to suit individual personalities.
It's who prompts the damn thing. And that person is very important because that is who molds the results of AI. AI can't be intuitive. Only human beings are intuitive. So how do you then imbibe intuition into AI? You have to prompt it.
So we are coming to the close of our time before we move on to the audience round of questions. One last question to each one of you. From an industry perspective, what would be the, going forward, 2026, we are nearing end, what will be the best way as a tribute to the memory of Piyush Pandey, from an industry perspective?
What would be the best way?
To pay a tribute to Piyush in terms of the work. What should young people do?
Break the rules, go out and fall in love, do the impossible, take risks, believe in yourself, believe in your experience, and believe in your intuition.
Ashwini?
I think 2 or 3 things that most certainly, of course, all of the things he's already said, but believe in, or don't be afraid or shy of where you come from, what your roots are, what your language is, what you eat, do at home as a real human being. It's not always the glossy stuff that we're seeing on Instagram. So I think I would take that also from the book, from Piyush's life and his creativity, that we have to be proud of who we are and present it in the best possible way. So that's really it.
Fantastic. Right?
I would say speak from the heart. I think what Piyush tells us is that these are great commercials, but all of them tug at our heart's strings, right? They make you think, they make you sad, they make you smile. I think therefore what I would say is soulful storytelling. Instagram, 5-seconders, all that is good, as long as you can soulfully tell a story. Otherwise it's nothing but one more image in this vast, arena called life. If you can get them emotionally hooked, you've got something going. Whether it's advertising or whether it's any other facet of work life.
Sure. Great answers. Thank you. We have a couple of minutes for any audience questions, if anyone has any. Yeah, I have one. Amit?
Real question to all the panelists. We briefly talked about it, but one of his that many of us, especially who grew up in the 80s and 90s, remember is Mile Sur Mera Tumhara. Any memories that you can share about the production of that or creation of that?
We couldn't hear you, Amit. Mile Sur Mera Tumhara. What is the question? Any memories about Mile Sur Mera Tumhara?
Happy to, but can you just play that Mile Sur Mera Tumhara right now? A minute to play that. It's a no, it wasn't.
It was Mr. Malik's idea that we should do something to do with who was the creative director of O&M then when we were still almost a training. And he asked Piyush to actually write the lyrics for it, saying how do we become a nation with all the different nuances and cultures and languages and diet and dress and look and feel that we have, what is the common thread that runs through it? So the idea was that music sur is the only thing that joins the country together. And that was the brief given to Piyush. And Piyush then wrote the lyrics, and between Piyush and Kailash Surendranath, they actually worked on the visuals.
At one level, he also used that to celebrate what he believed in, celebrating the diversity of India. Piyush was hugely fascinated by the diversity. Right? He'd always get into this. I remember every time I met him in an office in Gurgaon, he'd say, "Yaar, Bombay wala, Christian, Hindi wala bol to." His question was like, why not? Yet he'd have a good laugh. He'd say, good, I'm happy. For me, that's the true definition of India. When people can move seamlessly, live different lives, and still enjoy a good evening at the Bandra Chimkhana and still be a good Haryanvi, as he once called me.
I think what Piyush's greatest contribution to that, other than the lyrics, was that he decided that it should be all athletes and known athletes, who are of a certain national caliber, like P.T. Usha and so forth and so on.
Can play this one.
मुंहिंजो सुर तुंहिंजे सां प्यारा मिले जॾहिं गीत असांजो मधुर तरानो बणे तॾहिं सुर का दरिया बहके सागर में मिले बदला का रूप लेके बरसन ओले ओले இசைந்தா நம் இருவரின் சுரமும் நமதாகும் திசை தேரானாலும் ஆழிசேர் ஆறுகள் முகிலாய் மழையாய் பொழிவது போல் இசை நம் இசை ನನ್ನದನಿಗೆ ನಿನ್ನ ದನಿಯ ತೀರಿದಂತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದನಿಯ ನಾ ಸ್ವರವು ನೀ ಸ್ವರವು സംഗമമൈ മനസ്സരക അവതരിഞ്ചി എന്റെ സ്വരവും നിങ്ങളുടെ സ്വരവും ഒത്തുചേർന്നു നമ്മുടെ സ്വരമായി তোমার সুর মোদের সুর সৃষ্টি করো কই কসু তোমার সুর মোদের সুর সৃষ্টি করো কই কসু সৃষ্টি হো কই কোতা তোমা মোরা সরর মিলন সৃষ্টি করে চালু চাপানো મળે સૂર જો તારો મારો બને આપણો સૂર નિરાળો माझ्या तुमच्या जुळता तारा मधुर सुरांच्या बरसती
The first film was actually led to this.
Okay, one more question.
December 16, 2025, New Delhi, Chandni Chowk, outside a liquor shop. I was sitting there with a drink. She was hardly 18, divorced, and had a lot of stories to tell. I took a video. It made me cry. Then, whenever I think of it, it makes me cry. Has the advertising industry ever used an actual footage of a person to convey a message? That's a question, simple.
I mean, I got the question. Has any advertising used any real footage of real people? I'm not really aware, but maybe Pranab.
Only thing I recall is that during the Indo-Bangladesh war, to underline the human tragedy of the exodus from Bangladesh to India, Shama Habibullah and Govind Nailani went into Bangladesh illegally during the war because there was no border, and found a little girl of about 12 years old who was carrying her 4-year-old brother on her shoulder. And she was walking towards India with a whole lot of other refugees. And the entire visual was only on these two people with a whole lot of people behind them, walking slightly out of focus. And all it said, there was no commentary, it was super. It said, this is the name of the girl, this is the age of her brother, this is her age, her entire family got wiped out, her mother, her father, her sisters, her cousins, they were all killed. She has walked so many kilometers, and she had to walk so many more kilometers to find safety outside the borders of Bangladesh into India. That's all it said. But it was a real image. It was a real girl.
Yeah. One last question, Prashant.
Yeah, thank you for nice interaction. Balaji, I have one question. Do you name any recent ad men who follow the same steps of passion or wisdom like you and Piyush has created?
Well, there are people. It's not that they aren't. It's just that they happen to be in a minority. The 90s were, I think, the golden years of advertising where everybody was competing with each other to be original, more creative, better stories, more human interest, more emotion. Today, I'm sorry, but everything is underlined by an algorithm. And that is not what I call advertising. I mean, that is just Pandora Pitoni.
With one bonus question, if we can have.
Okay, just last question.
Thanks for taking my question. Hello. Yeah. Switch it on. Switch it on.
Yeah, thanks for taking my question. So this question is for all the panelists, and all of you can answer. So now that we are celebrating the legacy of the legend Piyush Pandey, if you were to take one leaf out of his book, what would it be?
Well, I would laugh at myself because he had the great capacity to laugh at himself. And that is what made him human, that is what made him vulnerable, and that is what is important about AI. It is not vulnerable. Human beings are vulnerable. Piyush was vulnerable, which is why he was so loved.
So I think the one thing would be the passion for everything. You know, there's this movie, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I think he actually embodied that, and that's something only super people can achieve.
I would say that Piyush embodied don't lose the child within you, right? I mean, he was 70, I met him as recently as a year back. I think he still retained that childlike innocence that nothing is too complex, yaar. You know, ad hi banana hai, ek hi problem solve karna hai. So I think the ability to look at the world with childlike eyes, irrespective of whatever age we all grow to.
Great.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, Prahlad, Ashwini and Lloyd. Thank you. So let's just hang on. There are some things to do. So once again, thanks to Dr. Shikha Jain, IMDR and all the faculty members and staff for having us here. May I invite Shikha to do the honors to the books by Piyush, both the books that he's written, book by Prahlad, both are available on sale with Rohit here. If anybody wants interested, please, and then Prahlad can of course autograph those books. Shikha, please. So, as many people know, this is our gift partner, Hilton Hotel. So, they've given some hamper to each of the panelists. Hilton. And then one more gift partner called Aura Nutricum. One more. This is from a company called Aura. This is a perfume. This is from a fragrance story. And this, of course, is from all of us.
सेंटरला घ्या त्यांना सेंटरला घ्या त्यांना सेंटरला घ्या तुझा फोटो आली की तसंच थांबला सांग त्यांना थँक यू.
So our next Between the Lines session is on January 16th. Many of you would have heard of Imagica. Yeah, so the life and story of Imagica, which was not doing well, financially not good, now it has turned around. So the CEO and CFO of Imagica have written a book and they're going to be there. It's in Bhau Institute in COEP on Jan 16 in the evening. Do come. Thank you again. Thank you our partners, Rowan Builders and Express Book Service and all the gift partners for having us here. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round of applause for Between the Lines and the extraordinary legacy of Piyush Pandey.
Thank you for those truly rich thoughts and reflections. What we heard today was not just a discussion, but a masterclass in thinking. Your perspectives reminded us that great ideas don't age, they evolve. And that leadership, storytelling and values, when rooted in authenticity, continue to inspire us all. We are deeply grateful to Mr. Prahlad Kakkar, Ms. Ashwini Deshpande and Mr. Lloyd Matthias for sharing their wisdom so generously and for making this Between the Lines sessions both meaningful and memorable. A special word of appreciation for Mr. Advait for steering this conversation with such thoughtfulness and depth. And thank you Mr. Eklavya for setting the tone so beautifully through the summary of the book Pandemonium.
So conversation like this stay with us long and even after the evening ends. And with minds inspired, it's now time to let our sense of wonder take over. Ladies and gentlemen, as we now continue with our global alumni meet, it's time to connect the dots. Over the last couple of hours, many of you experienced magic moments that made you pause, smile, and quietly question your own thoughts.
What I witnessed was not just a coincidence, it was a craft.
The mind behind those moments is Amit Kalantri, a professional mentalist, mind reader, and a modern illusionist based in Pune. Amit's fascination with mentalism began not in a classroom, but in a cinema hall inspired by the Hollywood movie, The Prestige. We request all of you to please be seated as much coming before you. Please take your seat, everyone.
We request students to be seated.
Students at the back, we request you to please take the seats.
Thank you very much. Sometimes call me here for going to a lot of I have to for definitely.
We request everyone to please take the seat. Students at the back, we request you to please take the seat. There's much more coming forward with you.
Students and respected alums in the back side, please come forward.
We request all of you to please be seated at the back. People, join us. We have a mentalist show coming up for you. We request all the faculty members to please, the students to please take their seats. Requesting everyone to please take your seat. Alums, as you meet and network, we request you to take your seats. We are beginning shortly.
Over the last couple of hours, many of you experienced magic moments that made you pause, smile, and quietly question your own thoughts. What you witnessed was not a coincidence, it was craft.
The mind behind those moments is Mr. Amit Kalantri, a professional mentalist, mind reader, and a modern illusionist based in Pune. Amit's fascination with mentalism began not in a classroom, but in a cinema hall inspired by the Hollywood movie The Prestige. After completing his engineering degree, he made a bold choice to move beyond formulas and fully commit himself to mastering the art of mentalism. Today, Amit performs over 100 professional shows every year, engaging corporate audiences across India and globally. His performances focus on contemporary magic, mentalism, and mind reading, steering away the traditional tricks to create experiences that feel intelligent, modern, and deeply engaging. He is also a proud author of 3 books, Wealth of Words, I Love You Too, and One Bucket of Tears. And his work and journey have been featured in Forbes magazine.
Beyond the stage, Amit believes in giving back. As a part of his personal commitment to the environment, he has planted 250 trees, reminding us that impact matters both on and off stage. For Amit, mentalism is not just an entertainment, it is a way to ignite curiosity and inspire creative thinking. He has performed for some of the world's most respected organizations, including Google, AMD, Lupin Pharma, CrowdStrike, BMW, Tata Abbott, and many more.
This evening, we invite you to just do one thing: suspend the logic and embrace curiosity. And get ready for an experience filled with jaw-dropping moments, intelligent entertainment, and inspiration. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Amit Kalantri.
Check, yes. All right, everybody. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amit Kalantri. Everybody please say, hi, Amit. Hi. Okay, with that, very well. One more time, with energy. Hi, Amit. Hi. Okay, the students sitting behind, please come forward, guys. I'll give you 10 seconds. Please occupy the front chairs. The closer view, you are going to love the show, okay? Please occupy the front chair. Don't be scared of your principal, okay? She's a very, very nice person. Yeah, please. You can sit around her. It's okay. Come on, quickly. Occupy the front chairs. Come on, quickly. Yes. All right. Thank you. Ashok. Break one. Check. Yeah. All right. Yes, quickly. So guys, let me tell you, this is not a magic show. Okay? There is no pigeons or rabbits that we are going to show in my show. I'm not going to cut any lady into 2 parts. It is not that kind of entertainment. It's a very different show. I will require only 2 things from you: your attention and your participation. I do not perform any act alone. I always need volunteers, so that if I make a mistake, I can blame it on you. Alright. So guys, are we ready? Yes? Okay, let's begin. Everybody please settle down behind. Excuse me. Yeah. This show requires a lot of focus and attention. I would require, everybody take a seat. There are many chairs empty there. Please. Alright. So for my first act, I am going to need 3 volunteers. Any 3 people can come, or I'll point out. You want to come? Please. You both are coming? You're coming? Yes. Guys, give them a round of applause. 3 of them. Come on. Yes. Come here, come. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Yes. Now watch everybody. Look here. Come on, quickly settle down everybody. Come on, quickly. Yes. Now, in my hand, there is a dice. Okay, can you tell me how many numbers on the regular dice? 6 numbers. Do you agree? Yes. Now, this is what we are going to do. I am going to give this dice to you. What you need to do, choose any number on the top, okay, whatever you wish, and then cover it like this, okay, don't show me. But make sure you see the top number. Because guys, in the dice, when you roll, the top number is important number. Do you agree? Yes, so please do that. I am looking the other way, my eyes are closed. Let me know when you are done. You're done? Do you remember the number? Okay, now look into my eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now guys, I did not see the number he kept on the top. Yes or no? Now if I announce the correct number, just say yes. Okay? And for each yes, I want a round of applause. Deal? Okay. So after reading your mind, I can confidently say your number on the top is 2. Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. So give it to her. Give it to her. Give it to her. Choose any number on the top. Is it done? Okay. Look into my eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know guys, it is very, very difficult to read girls' mind. Okay? So please focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Your number is 4. Yes. 2 out of 2. Yes. You try now. You try. Yes. Is it done? Okay. Look into my eye. The number that you check the number. Get on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Your number is 1. Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. 3 out of 3. Thank you. Thank you. Take a seat. Yes. So guys, that was my first act. That is how I connect people's mind. So you see, when those 3 people came on stage, I did not make them dance or sing. Okay? It's not a hypnotism show. But they experience a mind reading with themselves. Do you agree? So what I want during my acts, whenever I invite few people, without any hesitation, please join me on stage. I am not going to make you feel embarrassed even for 1 second. That is the promise. Okay guys? Shall we move ahead? Okay. Now anybody here who like reading books? Anybody here? Okay? You already came? Yeah, please come. You come. Yeah, please come. Yes, give him a round of applause, guys. Let's encourage him. Let's encourage him. Yes. Yes. What's your name? Yes. Take this mic. Take this mic. Tell us your name.
Kapil Patil.
Kapil. Okay. Kapil, can you tell everybody how many pages are there in this book?
328.
328. Okay, everybody, 328. And you can see all the pages are different. Yes. Yeah. Now, Kapil, I am going to give this book to you. Okay, what you will do, you will open this book anywhere you wish. Okay, don't open the index pages. Anything, anywhere else you can open it. And then choose one word from the page. But your word has to be a long word. Okay, it should have at least more than 7 letters. Make sense? Let's do it. Yeah. I'm looking this way. Open the book anywhere you wish. Scan the page and choose one long word. If you don't like the word, go to some other page, choose some other word. Is it done? You require specs? Okay. You got the word? Are you happy with that word? Okay. Close the book. Close the book. Please come here, Kapil. Yes. So it's a long, challenging word. Okay. Now everybody, do you remember the first act that I performed? So I was looking at their faces with focus and concentration. Correct? Yes, now I am going to give this opportunity to you. Okay? Kapil, जो भी आप word सोच रहे हो, उसका पहला जो letter है, वो सोचो. And look at the audience. Everybody look at Kapil's face. Okay? And take your own guess कि इनका पहला letter क्या हो सकता है. बोलना किसी को नहीं है, just take a guess. Look at him. Focus on the first letter. Okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Alright. Now, what do you think, man? इनका first letter क्या है? Just take a guess. Z. Is it Z? It's not Z. Can you please announce what is your first letter? V. Tell me. E. Anybody's got E? Anybody thought his first letter is E? Almost nobody. Nobody saw it, right? So you see, जितना mind reading में आसान करके बता रहा हूँ, इतना आसान होता नहीं है. Okay? Now, think of the whole word. Okay? Look into my eyes. ये जो word है, it's about information, right? Correct? Yes. Okay, now guys, in 328 page, a book of 328 pages, there will be 12,000 to 15,000 words. Do you agree? Yeah. From that, he thought one word. And Kapil, हम लोग इसके पहले कभी नहीं मिले. Correct? This is the first time. Now just give your thumbs up if I say the correct word. The word that you are thinking in your mind is encyclopedia. Yeah, you see that? Yes. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, yes. Yes. Guys, I hope you're enjoying. Yes, okay. You know, if you आप थोड़ा बातें कम करोगे ना एक दूसरे में तो आपको और मजा आएगा. Okay, please focus. Excuse me, guys. जो पीछे बैठे हुए हैं, guys, it's very important that you pay attention. You are spoiling the experience of other audience. Okay, please understand that. Stay silent. Okay. Yes. All right. Check. Yeah. Okay. Now for my next act, you know, is there any married couple here right now, by any chance? Any couple here? Anybody here? No. No, married. I'm saying married. Is anyone here like that? Just okay. Any two siblings, real siblings? Yes or no? Okay. Forget. You both are friends? You and you? No. Okay. One second. Huh? कौन है वो दोनों? They are siblings? Okay, please come. Yes. Guys, give them a round of applause. Yes. All right, please come. Yes. Yeah, stay here. Okay. Okay, please come here. Yes, please come here. Please come this side. Okay. Yes. Now watch this. So, आप एक दूसरे को कितने सालों से जानते हो? 12 years. Okay, now watch this. Okay. Now friends, अब तक जो मैंने एक्ट किए ना, उसमें एक्चुअली मेरी स्किल टेस्ट होती है. लेकिन ये जो पर्टिकुलर एक्ट है, ये ऑटोमेटिकली वर्क करेगा अगर ये एक दूसरे के लिए एक्चुअली में एक दूसरे को रिस्पेक्ट करते होंगे तो. ओके. If they love each other, they respect each other, it will work. Okay, it's a test. Yeah. If it doesn't work, I will not be responsible. Okay. मैं जनरली हस्बैंड वाइफ को बुलाता हूँ उनका प्यार टेस्ट करने के लिए. बट यहाँ पर कोई हस्बैंड वाइफ था नहीं, इसलिए मैंने ट्राइंग विद सिबलिंग्स. ओके. रेडी? Your name? Okay, now watch everybody. Now I am going to count to 3. After that, you will close your eyes. Okay? And if you feel any touch on your face, please remember that. Okay? Don't open your eyes, don't react. Just remember how many times you felt the touches and where you felt the touches. Understood? So everybody look at Sanket's face. You also look at his face. Okay? You look at me. 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes. Yes. Now don't open your eyes until I tell you to. Keep your eyes closed, Sanket. Just remember if you feel any touch. Just remember. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Just remember. Keep your eyes closed. Don't open your eyes. Now watch everybody. Keep your eyes closed, Sanket. Alright? Yes? Okay. Open your eyes. Just tell everybody honestly, yes or no. Did you feel any touches? Yes. He says yes. Did anyone touch him? No. Can you please point with your fingers how many times you felt it? 3 times. He says 3 times. Now wait. Now point with your finger where exactly you felt it. Yeah, do you see that? Yes. On the nose. You know why they're applauding? Because nobody touched your nose. I touched the nose of your cousin. Him. Yes. It means, इसका मतलब ये है कि इनका प्यार, इनका रिस्पेक्ट इनके लिए एक्चुअली में है. Yes. तो आप टेस्ट पास हो गए. Okay? Now it is your turn. All right? Yes. इधर आ जाओ. Now all of you will look at your face. Your name, sir? Okay. Everybody will look at Ravi's face. Okay? Same idea, sir. If you feel any touch, just remember that. Don't open your eyes. Don't react. Okay? Also remember the sequence. Like where did you feel the first touch, second touch, everything. So focus there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes. Yes. Keep your eyes closed, Ravi. Not Sanket. Sanket, you look here. Yeah. Keep your eyes closed. Just remember where did you feel the first touch? Where did you feel the second touch? Remember everything. Keep your eyes closed. Don't open your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Alright, now watch this. Okay? Don't open your eyes, Ravi. Just point with your hand. Where did you feel the first touch? Point with your hand. Where did you feel the first touch? Are you sure? You don't remember? First touch कहाँ feel हुआ आपको? You don't remember? Okay, open your eyes. Okay, आपको थोड़ा ज़्यादा मेहनत करना पड़ेगा आपके इस पे. Okay, watch again. आपको याद रखना है कि आपको first touch कहाँ हुआ, second touch कहाँ हुआ. Let's try again. Okay, everybody, look at him. 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes. Yes, yeah. Okay, ध्यान देना. Don't get nervous. Okay, remember आपको पहला touch कहाँ हुआ. Remember, just keep your eyes closed. Remember where did you feel the second touch. Keep your eyes closed. Okay, don't open your eyes. Remember the third touch, keep your eyes closed. If you feel anything, okay, just remember, don't open your eyes. Okay. Okay, where did you feel the first touch? Wait. Where did you feel the second touch? And where did you feel the third touch? Open your eyes. Yes. Did you see that? Yeah. Yes. Okay. पीछे वाले आप तालियां नहीं बजा रहे, आप रोज घर पे करते हो क्या? Yes. All right. Yes. Thank you, guys. Can you please sit down quickly? Please sit down. Please sit down. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes. All right. Now, for my next act, can I invite any 4 alumni? I want alumni member to join me here. 4 alumni. Come on. Yeah, please come. Yes, ma'am, please come. He's coming. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes. I got 4. I think you are coming now. And he's here. One of you can come. Yeah, one of you. Yeah. Give them a round of applause, guys. Come on. Give them a round of applause. Yes. Please join me on stage. Perfect. Yes. All right. Watch this. Excuse me, students there in the back. Guys, you are really disturbing now. Please don't do that. It's very important that you pay attention. My act can go wrong, okay? Yeah. All right. Yes. Now watch this. Okay? Okay, so everybody pay attention. So we all use smartphones? Yes. Now, in our phone, there is an application called stopwatch. You know about it? And this is how the stopwatch works. Let me show you. I'll just come close. Yeah. Yes. So, this is how the stopwatch looks. And when you click on that start button, it moves very fast. Do you see that? Do you see that? Yes. And when you click on stop, it stops. Can you tell me the last 2 digits? 91. Do you see that? Last 2 digits? 91. Now, you 4. Do you see the last 2 numbers? It's 91. Right, sir? Now, individually, I am going to approach you one by one. What you will do, with your 4 finger, you will click on that start button once. Okay? Click it once. Let it move a few seconds and then click on stop. And remember the last 2 digits. Right now it is 9090. You know, sometimes number can be a 1-digit number. So, ऐसे आएगा 00203. ऐसे आएगा. जो भी last के से आपको वो रखना है. Easy task? Yes? अब देखिए, आप एक दूसरे का नंबर देख सकते हो, लेकिन उस चक्कर में खुद का नंबर भूलना नहीं है. Okay? Shall we start? All right. Let's do it, guys. Okay? Click on start, sir. Once. Take your time, and whenever you want, click on stop. Last 2 numbers. And look into my eyes. Just confirm this, sir. Your number is between 5 and 10. Am I right? Yes. Ma'am, click on start. Okay. Take your time. Look into my eyes. Ma'am, your number is between 10 and 15. Am I right? So you see, guys, I get the range of their number very quickly. Click on start. Yes. Either is stopping, there is stopping. Yeah. Look into my eyes. So your number is less than 5. Am I right? Yes. Click on start, sir. Yeah. So Karan. Yeah. And take your time whenever you want. मुझे हर मिनट के पैसे मिलते हैं, sir. You can take your time. Yes. Yes. No, तो आपको stop करना पड़ेगा ना, sir. You have to stop. Yes. Yeah. Please remember his number as well. Okay. Look into my eyes. So your number is between 15 and 20. Am I right? Yes. Click. Yeah. Gone. Everything is 0 now. Yes. Now, guys, these 4 guys, I'm requesting you again and again. Excuse me, guys. There, that group. What are you doing? I get really disturbed because I need to focus for reading minds. Please keep silence. All right. So, these 4 alumni selected the numbers. Can we agree on that? Yes. No, sir. Please focus here. Look into my eyes. Just one request. Be honest about your numbers. You know, sometimes mentally इसके साथ में थोड़ा fun करने में मजा आता है. Okay? Let's not do that. Okay? It's about your numbers. Now, what I will do, I am going to look into your eyes and shake your hand. And after that, I am going to announce the number. Okay? If I get the right number, just raise your thumbs up. And for each correct thumbs up, the audience will give me the increasing round of applause. Deal? Now I see, reading 4 minds is very difficult. But if I get 3 correct, will that be appreciable? Yeah? Alright. Look into my eyes, sir. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 6. Just say, sir, Yes or no? Your number is 9. Yes, yeah, one correct. Look at the right hand. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 14, 13, 12. Ma'am, your number is 1, 3, 13. Yeah. 2 out of 2. Look here, sir. I said less than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4. So your number is 4. Yes, 3 out of 3. So far, so. Now guys, if I get this last right, I want a huge round of applause. Deal? Alright. So be honest about it, huh? Yes, look into my eyes. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So your number is 1, 8, 18. Yes, yeah, 4 out of 4. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright. Yes. Now guys, watch. Something crazy has happened. Watch this, okay? So watch. These guys selected the numbers. और number कुछ इस तरीके से थे. The first number was 9, the second was 13, third was 4, and the last was 18. Now guys, if you look at these numbers, they look like random numbers, okay? But पता है जब मैं इन numbers को थोड़ा गौर से देख रहा हूँ ना, तो इन 4 alumni ने literally miracle create किया है, miracle. Okay, watch this. अगर मैं इन numbers को alphabetically convert करता हूँ, तो ABCD में first पे क्या letter आता है? A. उसी तरह 9 पे आता है I. Okay, 13 पे आता है M. 4 पे आता है D. And guys, 18 पे आता है R. That is the name of your college. Yes. IMDR. Yes. Thank you. All right. Yes. Okay. I hope मेरा शब्द आपको entertain कर रहा है. Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right. Now, check. Okay. Now for the next act, let's do this. Okay. Now ma'am, इस गेम में अभी now guys, I am going to play a mind game with you. ध्यान से सुनना. And ma'am, इस act में मुझे काफी participation मिलेगा. The reason is इस act में directly पैसा involved है. Okay, there is directly money involved in this game. So look at me. Tell me the colors of the envelopes. Next. And okay, nothing else in my hand. अब ध्यान से सुनना. ये जो 4 envelopes है ना, इनमें से एक envelope के अंदर 500 rupees का नोट है. How much? 500 rupees in one of the envelope. I know where is the money. Okay. Now, other 4 envelopes, उनमें शायद पेपर होगा या वो खाली होगा. Okay. मैंने जो 500 का नोट है उसको फोल्ड करके रखा है, 3-4 फोल्ड करके रखा है, पेपर को भी वैसे ही रखा है. Now here is the game. When I invite, then 4 new people will join me on stage and they will play this game against me. Before you come, please listen to the instructions. So the game is this. Once they are on the stage, they can ask me any envelope they wish. So 5 में से 4 envelope मैं उनको दे दूंगा और end में जो भी envelope बचेगा वो मैं खुद रखूंगा. Is that understood? Now I am proposing a very sweet deal. Okay? अगर उन चारों में से किसी को भी वो 500 वाला envelope मिला तो मैं वो 500 rupees तो आपको दूंगा ही, लेकिन उसके ऊपर 25,000 in cash और दूंगा. Are you excited? Okay, कुछ लोग अभी भी excited नहीं है. मैं अमाउंट को 30,000 रखता हूँ. 30,000. Okay? बहुत लालची लोग हैं यार. Okay? Yes. 30,000. I'm not joking. Okay? Do not doubt my financial background. I can afford that. Okay? Yes. But one thing, guys. आखिरी envelope मेरे लिए है. Okay? अगर उस envelope में मुझे वो 500 का नोट वापस मिला, तो जो 4 लोग खेलने आएंगे, वो मुझे 30,000 रुपए देंगे. Yes. Now any volunteers? मैम, शिखा मैम, बहुत लोगों को आने की इंटरेस्ट था अभी, बट जैसे मैंने वो आखिरी बात बताई, नर्वस हो गए सब लोग. अभी कोई आ नहीं रहा है. Okay, sir, you're coming. These guys looks very rich. Yes. आपको सुना ना आपने क्या बोला मैंने? अगर मेरे पास वापस पैसा आया, तो आप लोगों को मुझे 30,000 रुपीस देने. नहीं. I'm not joking. It's serious. Are you waiting? Yes, I'm joking. Don't worry, guys. So I'm changing the deal. You join. I'm changing the deal. If you win, I'm going to give you 30,000 rupees. If I win, Don't give me the money, but give me a huge round of applause. Is that fair? Yes. So I got my 2 people. I need 2 more. Come this side, man. Come this side. Yes. You stand. Okay. Yeah. Yes. 2 more. I need 2 more. He's coming 1 and Uttar aa rahe. Yes. Check. Yeah. All right. Yes. So थोड़ा आगे आइए. Yes. थोड़ा आगे आइए. आगे आइए. इन चारों को जोरदार तालियां गाइस. Come on, everybody. Yes. अब देखिए, आप लगभग अभी I can see around 100 people are here. From that, these 4 people came on stage सबसे पहले. मुझे लगता है कि इन 4 लोगों को पैसों की सख्त जरूरत है. Yes. Okay. So let's start the game. Now, please pay attention. Sir, mobile रखिए. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So watch now. This blue color. Okay, sir. मैम, ये जो ब्लू कलर है ना, ये मेरा फेवरेट कलर है. मैं वो 500 का नोट 90% ऑफ टाइम ब्लू में ही रखता हूँ. ओके, 10 में से 9 बार मैं वो ब्लू में ही रखता हूँ. मैम, मैं इतनी इन्फॉर्मेशन को क्यों दे रहा हूँ? क्योंकि ये गेम मैं बहुत सालों से खेल रहा हूँ और हमेशा मैं ही जीत रहा हूँ और मैं जीत के बोर हो चुका हूँ. ओके, आई रियली वॉन्ट यू टू विन. सो रिमेंबर, ब्लू कलर इज इंपॉर्टेंट कलर, बट मे बी मैं पर्पसली बोल रहा हूँ टू प्ले विथ योर माइंड्स. शैल वी स्टार्ट? Ladies first, tell me which color do you want? क्या चाहिए आपको? आपको येलो चाहिए? आपको ब्लू नहीं चाहिए? मैंने पहला मौका दिया था आपको. येलो, just hold it, okay? खुद का 500 का नोट मत डालना उसके अंदर, okay? Yes. मुझे पता है लोग आइडिया सोचते हैं. Which color do you want? Orange. You do not blue? I think these guys are not taking me seriously, okay? All right, orange. Sir. Blue. He wants blue. Yes. वेरी क्लेवर चॉइस, वेरी क्लेवर चॉइस. वो बोलते हैं ना, मुझे आपके चेहरे पे साक्षात लक्ष्मी दिख रही है. यस. नाउ ग्रीन एंड पिंक, व्हिच वन यू वांट? पिंक. होल्ड इट. ओके, सो गाइस, आई एम लेफ्ट विद ब्लू. सॉरी, आई एम लेफ्ट विद ग्रीन. ओके, यू कैन सी नथिंग बिहाइंड द एनवलप. और मैं मेरे स्लीव में से कोई पैसा निकालने नहीं वाला. नो फनी बिजनेस. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड दिस. मुझे पता है कौन से एनवलप में मनी है, बट आपको पहले मौका दिया गेम चालू करने का. यस और नो? तो जीतने के चांसेस मैथमेटिकली आपके बहुत ज्यादा है. डू यू अग्री? यस. नाउ गाइस, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि इसमें पैसा है, तो अभी भी आप अपना एनवलप मेरे इस एनवलप के साथ एक्सचेंज कर सकते हो. डू यू वांट टू एक्सचेंज? आप तो नहीं करोगे, आपके पास ब्लू है. यस. आपको करना है एक्सचेंज? आर यू श्योर? ओपन योर एनवलप. आप ओपन करो. आप दोनों वेट करो. तीनों वेट करो. वेट. ओके, ही जस्ट गॉट द पेपर. ओके, 1 डाउन. डू यू वांट टू एक्सचेंज? Are you sure? Open your envelope. Okay. Check. What is it? Just a paper. 2 down. You want to exchange? Are you sure? Okay. Let's see कि आपने blue में रखा है नहीं रखा है. Open your envelope. You wait. Open it. What is it? इनको पेपर भी नहीं मिला है. Okay. Yes. Yeah, exactly. मैं बोल रहा हूँ. कुछ भी नहीं मिला है इनको. Now you what's your name? Now he is very lucky क्योंकि अभी तक ये गेम के अंदर है राहुल. ओके, यू आर वेरी, मनी इज वेरी क्लोज टू यू. नाउ आई एम गिविंग यू फाइनल चांस. डू यू वांट टू एक्सचेंज? यू वांट टू एक्सचेंज? आर यू श्योर? ऑलराइट. यस. सो आई गॉट द ऑरेंज. इफ यू थिंक यू हैव मेड अ रॉन्ग डिसीजन, डू यू वांट टू री एक्सचेंज? आर यू श्योर? नो. नाउ गाइस, ओपन योर एनवलप. Just a paper. Did you see that? राहुल, ये एनवलप 1 मिनट पहले आपके हाथ में था, आपने एक्सचेंज कर दिया. मुझे एक बात बताओ, आपके लाइफ में बार बार होता है क्या कि पैसा पास में आता है लेकिन टिकता नहीं? ऐसा ही हुआ, पैसा पास में आया लेकिन टिका नहीं आपके हाथ में. Now guys, watch this. मैं कितना भी ट्राई करूं और कितने भी लोगों के साथ ट्राई करूं, ओके, वो 500 का नोट, ओके, हमेशा मेरे पास रिटर्न आता है. वो डील हुई थी मुझे जोरदार तालियां देने की. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू. यस, थैंक यू. ऑल राइट. यस. ऑल राइट गाइस, आई होप यू आर हैविंग फन सो फार. ओके, अभी देखो, अभी जो मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम कर लूंगा ना, इसमें मैं आप सब लोगों को इन्वॉल्व करूंगा जिनके पास चेयर है. ओके, सो टेक अ चेयर बिकॉज दिस इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट एक्ट. नाउ वॉच. यस, गिव मी 1 minute. ऑलराइट. So guys, this is a prediction act that I'm going to do and it will involve all of you, okay? Yes. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, now I'm coming down. Just pay attention. आप लोगों को ज्योतिष पता है? ज्योतिष लोग होते हैं, एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स, वो आपके फ्यूचर के बारे में प्रेडिक्शन करते हैं, लाइक 5 इयर्स बाद क्या होगा, 10 साल बाद क्या होगा, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. जनरली उनका प्रेडिक्शन रॉन्ग होता है बाय द वे आपकी लाइफ के बारे में, ओके? बट आई एम गोना ट्राई समथिंग सिमिलर, बट व्हाट विल हैपन आफ्टर 5 मिनट्स एंड 10 मिनट्स, समथिंग लाइक दैट. इसकी एक्यूरेसी 100% नहीं होती है, बट इफ इट वर्क्स बहुत मजा आता है. सो वॉच नाउ, एवरीबॉडी लुक एट मी. आप सब लोग मेरी तरफ देखो, क्विकली मेरी तरफ देखो. I am going to have an instinct about one person, okay, only about one person. I am not counting you, just trying to feel that energy. Alright? Alright, yes, now watch. On this board, okay, on this board, I am going to make a prediction. Okay, मैं पूरा sentence लिख रहा हूँ, give me 1 minute, just give me 1 minute. Okay? Keep looking. Almost done. Keep looking. All right, almost done. Okay. Yes. So guys, my prediction is ready. Now let's do this. So, what is the game? I'll tell you. Anybody here जो cricket regular follow करता है? Anybody here जो cricket regular खेलता है? You come. You raise the hand, na? Please come. Join me. Yes. Yes. Yeah. There's a microphone here. Yes. Please come here. What's your name? Announce the mic. Adil. Okay. Now everybody look here. Please pay attention if you want to play this game. So watch. मेरे हाथ में एक 10 रुपए का coin है. Adil, check this coin. See, it's a normal 10 rupee coin. Yes, show me heads and tails. You don't play cricket. Yes. Yeah, correct. Where the lion is there, heads, and the other is tails. Okay. Now guys, here is the game. अभी देखो, मैं कुछ सेकंड बाद आप सभी लोगों को अपने जगह पे खड़ा रहने को बोलूंगा. You have to stand up at your place. Then मैं इस कॉइन को ऐसे हवा में टॉस करूंगा. जब ये कॉइन हवा में जाएगा, तो आपको अपना एक डिसीजन लेना है, हेड्स और टेल्स. जो लोग हेड सोचेंगे हेड, ओके, उनको अपने एक हाथ से अपने हेड को टच करना है. अंडरस्टूड? और जो लोग टेल्स सोचेंगे टेल्स, उनको दोनों हाथ नीचे ही रखना है, कुछ भी नहीं करना है. इजी इनफ? नाउ इसमें ना मल्टीपल राउंड होने वाले हैं. आप हर राउंड में सेम चॉइस नहीं कर सकते हो, ओके? अगर आपने कंटिन्यूअसली 2 या 3 सेम चॉइस किया है, तो आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा आपको चॉइस. अंडरस्टूड? सो एवरीबडी जो यहाँ पर बैठे हुए हैं, आई कैन नॉट काउंट यू गाइस, यू आर स्टैंडिंग देयर. प्लीज स्टैंड अप एट योर प्लेसेस. स्टैंड अप एट योर प्लेसेस. या ऑलराइट. एंड आदिल, आप ऑडियंस की आंखें रहोगे, आप बताओगे कि हेड्स आया है टेल्स आया है, लेकिन करेक्टली. यस. ऑलराइट, आई रिपीट अगेन गाइस. जो लोग हेड सोचेंगे उनको अपने एक हाथ से हेड को टच करना है, जो लोग टेल्स सोचेंगे उनको दोनों हाथ नीचे रखना है. अंडरस्टूड? अल्टीमेटली मैं आपको से विनर निकालने वाला हूं, तो डोंट चीट एंड डोंट चेंज योर चॉइस. सो राउंड 1 एवरीबॉडी, राउंड 1. मेक योर चॉइस नाउ. यस, बताओ दिल क्या है? टेल्स. तो जिन्होंने हेड सिलेक्ट किया है हेड्स, वो लोग नीचे बैठेंगे. यस. ओके, जिन्होंने हेड सिलेक्ट किया था, दे आर आउट ऑफ द गेम. यस. ऑलराइट. नाउ राउंड 2. राउंड 2 में कुछ लोग रिपीट कर सकते हैं, कुछ लोग चेंज कर दीजिए. रेडी? राउंड 2. मेक योर चॉइस नाउ. बताओ. Heads. This time tails are out. Tails are out this time. Tails are out. Yes. Tails are out this time. जो लोग बार बार टेल सेलेक्ट कर रहे थे, आपको क्या लगा मैं शोले वाला कॉइन यूज कर रहा हूं? नो. ओके. I see around 7 to 8 people in the game. Ready? Round 3. Make your choice now. बताओ. Heads. It's heads. Tails are out. अब ठीक से बताओ यार. मैं आप क्रिकेट खेलते हो इसलिए बुलाया मैंने आपको. Yes. All right. Yes. हाथ नीचे. So can you raise hand who are in the game? जो गेम में अभी है. 2 girls, 2 boys. Perfect. 4 people in the game. Ready? Let's see who wins. No, 3 girls, 1 boy. Okay. Make your choice. You are not in the game, right? आप जो पीछे देख रहे हो. नहीं. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Make your choice now. चारों का सेम ही है इस बार. Okay. Cancel. Okay. Make your choice now. फिर से सेम ही है चारों. All right. Okay. That can happen. It's fine. Make your choice now.
Tails.
Tails. Heads are out. Heads are out. Yes. Now you two are left. Okay. Let's see who wins. Okay. Yes. Make your choice now.
Tails.
Tails. You are out, man. We have the winner, everybody. We have the winner. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here on the stage. Wow. Now guys, see. सब लोगों ने अपने हिसाब से डिसीजन लिया था हेड्स और टेल्स का. कैन वी एग्री ऑन दैट? यस. आदिल, आपने करेक्ट बताया हेड्स एंड टेल्स. आपको एक तो एफर्ट लगे आपने करेक्ट बताया. ऑनेस्टली, राइट? यस. ओके. So anybody could have won, but she won the game, right? Because she made the decision every time correct. Okay? You know, आपका लक इस साल इतना अच्छा है. इनफैक्ट अगले साल भी अगर आप कल लॉटरी टिकट खरीदो ना, लॉटरी टिकट, तो आपको लॉटरी भी लग सकती है. यस. यस. और जो लोग आप में से जो लोग पहले राउंड में आउट हुए थे, वो लोग कभी लॉटरी टिकट मत खरीदना. आपको कभी नहीं लगने वाली. यस. नाउ आज के पहले कभी हम मिले? कभी नहीं. फर्स्ट टाइम आज मिले हम. व्हाट्स योर नेम? सॉरी, योर नेम इज तन्वी. गाइस, दिस इज, आर यू श्योर योर नेम इज तन्वी? This is guys so incredible. Okay, I don't know how can I do this thing sometimes, but it works. Watch this. हम लोग पहले कभी नहीं मिले. हर नेम इज तन्वी. आपने करेक्ट डिसीजन बताया था और आप लोगों ने भी हेड्स एंड टेल्स बरोबर आपके हिसाब से लिया था, बट शी won the game. Even she came very close. Yes or no? Even she could have won, but she won the game. And do you remember I told you I make predictions sometimes? Yes. I wrote something very crazy on that board. You won't believe what I wrote on that board. Okay? इधर आ जाओ. I wrote on that board that winner will be a girl in pink shirt, blue jeans, Tanvi. That's what I wrote on that board. Yes. You see that? Yeah. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. I hope you're having fun. Yeah. All right. Now for my next act, can I invite you? Or you already came. वो interested नहीं लग रहे ज़्यादा, वो थोड़े nervous लग रहे already. No, I'm looking for a particular person. No, you already came, man. I'm giving chance to other people. You, yes, you. Yeah, please come. Come here. Yes. All right. Yes, come here. Now watch this. Okay, everybody, focus here. What's your name? Pratik. Okay. Now guys, आप लोगों ने सुना होगा कि कोई भी एक लिविंग या नॉन लिविंग के अराउंड एक एनर्जी होती है, एक ऑरा होता है. Have you heard that? So I am going to use exactly that energy which is around the person. उसे ना nimbus बोलते हैं. NIMBUS. It's called nimbus. Okay. I am going to use that to create this act. It's unbelievable. You won't believe this act. Come here, Pratik. Yes. Now Pratik, imagine your body into right and left. Okay. Now if you feel that touch on the right side of your body, raise your right hand like this and keep it down. If you feel that touch on the left side of your body, raise your left hand and keep it down. Okay? Keep your hand relaxed. Now show us a couple of times. Yes, perfect. Yeah. नहीं, अभी left में हुआ ना? Yes. Yeah. All right, understood? हाँ. That's why I take practice first. Okay? Perfect. Yeah. Got the idea? Yes. Now, Pratik, 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes. Close your eyes now. Yes. Now don't open your eyes until I tell you to, okay? Keep your eyes closed. And now from this point onwards, the touches that you feel right or left, accordingly raise your hand, okay? Think second and then raise your hand. Keep your eyes closed. Yeah. Oh. Open your eyes, open your eyes. Can you see that? Yeah. You know what happened? The last 4 to 5 touches, nobody touched you. I was just pointing towards your right and your left and you were raising the hands. Give a round of applause, guys. Give a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, all right. Yeah. Okay. Now, for my next act, this is what I want you to do, every one of you. Take out your phone. सब लोग अपना phone बाहर निकालिए, please. Yes. Yes, take out your phone. I'm going to rub this. Give me 30 seconds. All right. Okay, done. Now, guys, on this board, I am going to write one number, okay? Let me just think about it, what's gonna come. All right. Okay. All right. Yes. So, I have made my prediction now on this board again. It's a number, let me tell you that. Are you ready with your phones? Yeah. Now, open the calculators in your phone, please. Open the calculators. Done? Yeah, alright. Now let's do this. I have opened my calculator as well. Yes, alright. Now let's start this. Okay. So, tell me a 4-digit number. I'll announce it for the audience. Tell me a 4-digit number.
1279.
Okay, everybody type 1279. He just said 1279. The numbers are going to come from your side. 1279 and press plus. So we are going to add a new number to it. You ma'am in the sweater, white sweater. 4-digit number. 8788. आपने excitement में अपना ATM पिन नहीं बता दिया ना? Yes, alright. 8788. 8788. Again press plus. Everybody press plus. Okay. Yes. You sir in the orange check shirt. 4-digit number sir. Tell me a 4-digit number.
4-digit number.
Yeah, you tell. Yeah. 4365. 4365. 4365. Again press plus. Yes. You. Tell me a 4-digit number. 2130. Everybody. 2130. Again press plus. Yes. Ma'am, you tell me a 4-digit number. 1234. Okay, very simple. 1234. Now press equal. So we have taken 5 numbers and the total should be 17796. Is that correct? Yes. जिनको total नहीं मिली है वो clear करके एक लिख लो अभी. Okay? 17796. That is the total more or less सबको मिली है. Correct? Now press plus one more time. Now we are going to add one last numbers to this and that number is going to be a mystery number. ये नंबर क्या क्रिएट होने वाला है ये अभी for now आपको भी नहीं पता रहेगा और मुझे भी नहीं पता रहेगा. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from you. मैं इस फोन को ऐसे नीचे रखूंगा. आपको एक बार प्रेस करना है. नंबर्स इस साइड में तो इस हाफ में आपको प्रेस करना है. रैंडमली बिना देखे. So 1, 2, 3. No, I've taken you already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I'll come to you. 6. जैसे मैं आपके पास आऊंगा आपको मैं आप प्रेस करना और वो इमीडिएटली मैं नंबर आपसे वेरीफाई करवाऊंगा. ओके? So let's start. Without looking, press once. So अभी क्या प्रेस किया ना आपने? अब क्या नंबर बन रहा है? We have no idea. But some number is getting created. It's going to be a mystery number. Press. Yeah. Press. Press. Yeah. आपको बता दूँ. हाँ. Press. Now you press. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to show it to you. Now ये जो नंबर बनेगा वो आपको आपके टोटल में ऐड करना है. Please verify. The number is 233422. 233422. Did you get it? Now can you press equal? And someone confirm me the total please. 251218. मुझे भी ये टोटल आई है, आपको भी वो टोटल आई है. जिन लोगों को कैलकुलेटर यूज करने के बावजूद ये टोटल नहीं मिल रही है इसका मतलब आपका मैथमेटिक्स बहुत ज्यादा वीक है. ये ध्यान में रखना. ओके? Now guys understand this. Wait. Everybody wait. Now guys the numbers came from you. Yes or no? Yes. लास्ट नंबर आप 6 लोगों ने बनाया, आपने वही वेरीफाई किया. एंड सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि आप लोगों ने अपने कैलकुलेटर पे टोटल वेरीफाई की है which came out to 251218. Yes or no? Now guys, I wrote one number before doing this. Now if your number and my number matches, wouldn't that be incredible? Okay, I want a huge round of applause if I am right. And you know what? In my show, nothing is purposeless. There is always a purpose. Again, this is not a random number. अगर हम इस नंबर को उल्टी दिशा से देखेंगे, आज का डेट क्या है? 18. मंथ क्या है? 12. And year क्या चल रहा है? 25. Yes. So that is the today's date, 18 December 25, when we are doing this alumni meet. Thank you. All right. Okay. Can we have time? 5, yep, 10 minutes. Can I do 2 more acts? Okay guys, we are going to do last 2 acts. Okay, is that okay? Yes. Okay. Now for this last act, can I invite any one of the alumni member who didn't come before? Any alumni member who can come here? Yes. Please come, join me here. All right. Okay, now let's do this. Yes. Okay, now guys tell me, अगर हम Google में, so you see I have opened the Google, yeah, थोड़ा zoom कर दो इस पे, zoom कर दो. Yes. All right. So guys, अगर हम Google में किसी सेलिब्रिटी का नाम सर्च करते हैं, तो क्या होता है? Tell me. फोटोज. परफेक्ट. सबसे पहले फोटोज आते हैं अगर सेलिब्रिटी है तो, उसमें अपनी इन्फॉर्मेशन वगैरह आती है. करेक्ट? नो सर. व्हाट्स योर नेम? कौस्तुभ. डॉक्टर कौस्तुभ. सर टेक द माइक. यस. नाउ सर, दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट यू टू डू. मैं चाहता हूं कि आप एक सेलिब्रिटी का नाम बताएं फ्रॉम पॉलिटिक्स, स्पोर्ट्स और बॉलीवुड. तीनों फील्ड में से किसी भी एक सेलिब्रिटी का नाम, बट नॉट फ्रॉम द एडवर्टाइजमेंट फील्ड. ओके, दैट विल बी वेरी ऑब्वियस. So take 10 seconds and tell me the name of a celebrity that comes to your mind. और जरूरी नहीं है कि आपका बहुत फेमस सेलिब्रिटी का नाम बताना है. कम, जो थोड़े कम पॉपुलर है but everybody knows them, you can select that name. So take 10 seconds and tell me a unique celebrity name that comes to your mind. Decided? Do you want to change your choice? Are you sure? Is that final?
Final.
Okay, can you please announce the celebrity for everybody?
Ashutosh Rana.
Ashutosh Rana. You know him, everybody? Yeah. Okay, so watch now. I am going to search the name of Ashutosh Rana over here. Just confirm. Ashutosh Rana. Ashutosh Rana. Yes. Okay, can we agree on that? Is that Ashutosh Rana? Yeah? Okay, image gaya honga. One second. But that was Ashutosh Rana, yes or no? Yes. Alright. Now, I keep my phone down, everybody. Now, you won't believe what just happened. Do you remember? I gave him clear choice to change his choice, yes or no? But he did not. You know why? Because he wanted somehow my prediction to come true. और मेरा जो ये prediction है ना, ये इस board पे नहीं है इस बार. It is at a public place. जिनके पास भी phone में Instagram है, take out the Instagram. Open your phone, open the Instagram. Okay? And if I get this right, I want you to follow me. Promise? Yes. Go to my handle. Search Amit Kalantri. Search Amit Kalantri. Or @mentalist.amit. You will find a photo in blue shade in West Coast. AMIT space Kalantri. Anybody is open to open it? Please come. Please join me quickly. You come. Yes, one second. Everybody open it. Yes. And now you will be surprised what he is going to read. Please come here. Please read on my bio what I predicted. Loudly. Yes. Yeah.
In my show today, spectators will think of a celebrity, Ashutosh Rana.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yes, yeah. Yes. It's printed on Instagram, sir. Thank you. Do follow me, guys. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now we are going to do one last tag. Yeah, I'll just take 5 minutes. I hope you enjoyed so far. Yes, let's do one more. All right. Yes. Almost done. Okay, now watch everybody. Do you see this envelope in my hand? A white envelope? Yes? And that pink paper, that pink slip inside that white envelope is very important. Okay? I'll just put it here in your view. Yeah, alright. Now let's do this. Okay. Yeah. Can you help me for this? Yeah. Okay. What's your name? Dhanvantari. Now before we proceed, have you set up anything between us? Nothing. Now I want you to go to any alumni in the audience, any alumni person, not your friend or someone. Go to anyone. Go to anyone. You go with your choice. No, she will decide. She will decide. Let her decide. Yes. Yeah. Ma'am, please take the mic. Stand up. Yes. Now, ma'am, first tell this. Have you ever met before? Never. What's your name? Tell us your name.
Monisha.
Monisha. Yes. Now, ma'am, look at my question. आपको है ना एक पर्सन का नाम बताना है आपके लाइफ में से, वो पर्सन अभी यहाँ नहीं होना चाहिए. Are you getting me? बाकी आप लाइफ में से किसी भी पर्सन का नाम बता सकते हो. Your family, friend, cousin, distant family, anyone. What name comes to your mind? Please announce. Huh? Jatin. J-A-N Jatin. Do you want to change your choice? Are you sure? Okay, so I am going to note down answer she is telling me. Jatin. Can you tell us who is Jatin?
A classmate of ours.
Your classmate. Alright, perfect. Yes.
Famous?
Okay, take the mic. You take the mic. Now go to some other second alumni member. Any other member? No, they are not alumni member. Yes, yeah. Yes, stand up, sir, stand up. Yes.
Yeah.
Again, same. Tell me the name of any person from your life who is not here.
Prashant.
Prashant, do you want to change your choice? Are you sure, Prashant?
Yes.
Wow. Who is Prashant, sir?
My cousin.
Your cousin. Where does he live?
Pune only.
Pune, alright. Yes. Now we'll go to one last person. Go to any last person as an alumni. Any alumni. Done. Any alumni. Third person. Last person. Yes. I think I know him, so it will be little, will be obvious. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Take the mic, sir. You take the mic. Yes. Yeah. Please stand up. Now tell me a name of any person from your life. Any person who is not here. Doesn't look. आप ज़्यादा लोगों को पहचानते नहीं होंगे.
Omkar.
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 Omkar. Do you want to change your choice? Is that final? Yes. 100%. This is amazing. Sir, can you tell us who is Omkar?
He is my batchmate.
Your
Batchmate.
batchmate. Perfect. Now guys, this is so damn crazy. Okay, watch this. Now I am going to put my marker down. Alright? Now guys, do you remember this white envelope over here? Do you remember this? Yes. Yeah? और जो नाम इन लोगों ने बताया वो है जतिन, प्रशांत और ओमकार. These are the names came from you. Right? Do you remember मैंने इन तीनों को चांस दिया था चेंज करने का. They did not change it. Okay? Watch now. I am just going to take out that pink slip from that envelope like this. Alright? Yes. Where is that girl? Yeah. Please come with the mic on the stage. No, wait. Give the mic to ma'am. Ma'am, you come on stage. Yes. Now guys, I am opening this pink slip. So do you remember it was in front of your eyes? Yes. From the start? And I have never met these three guys. Okay? Now ma'am, in your voice, please read the prediction which I already done in that envelope. Yeah. I'll hold it for you. Yeah.
During my show,
Loudly, ma'am.
during my show today, 3 persons will be randomly selected.
Wait. Now guys, if I get this right, I want a huge round of applause. That's my last time. Can I get it? Yes. Now read, ma'am. Now read.
First will say a name Jatin.
Yes.
Second will say a name Prashant.
Yes.
And third will say a name Omkar.
Yes. Yeah.
If I get all answers right, hopefully audience will give me a huge round of applause.
Jatin, Prashant and Omkar. Correctly predicted. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, guys. So that was it from my side. I hope you enjoyed my mentalism and mind reading show. My name is Amit Kalantri. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to perform at your prestigious college. Thank you very much. Do follow me at the Instagram @mentalist.amit. My full name is Amit Kalantri. And all the best to you students. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amit. It was wonderful.
Can we give him a big round of applause, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Amit Kalantri. So before we move ahead, just a small note. A selfie point has been placed on the right side of the venue. Do feel free to click your pics and take a piece of memory today with you today.
What an evening it has been. Thoughtful, engaging and truly remarkable. To formally conclude, we now invite our director, Dr. Shikha Jain, to deliver a vote of thanks.
Namaskar and a very, very good evening to our very, very revered and special alumni. Thank you so much for taking out time today and being with us today. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to host alumni, And today is the same feeling. Every time you come to the campus, there's so much energy and positivity that you bring to the campus. I also take this moment to express my regret of shifting the date of the alumni meet from the 13th to the 18th. It was unavoidable. We are hosting an event on the campus and it was impossible to have you all come over on the 13th. I understand on a weekday it has been tough. I also understand the communication has not been as it used to be earlier on. So a moment of regret, but a lot of happiness and a lot of gratitude to all of you who have been able to make it today. Please communicate it to your friends and batchmates who couldn't come, whether because of some communication gap from our side or also because of the shifting of the date. We will make sure that next year it's going to be even bigger and much better, and we are able to reach out to all of you. Once again, I hope you had a great evening and the evening continues. Please join us for dinner. I hope you all meet each other, network, and have a great evening today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Quick announcement, dinner arrangements have been made in the canteen. Kindly proceed.
Yes, we missed. Come, Ashish.